Here we are on the Hot Tag Podcast one more time, and I hope my microphone sounds better this time. You guys might have to give me a little too loud, too low. I got
2014
plenty of adjustments I can make, so let me know how I'm sounding. And
Yes, sir.
what about you, Shaheen?
Well, I have no new equipment, so I should be sounding the same, but hopefully we all sound better. And yeah, we're back for another episode. If you didn't check out our weekend episode, we had an episode on Saturday via YouTube, and it's also on your iTunes feed, so you can go ahead and check that out. You can check out YouTube, search THT Podcast, or THT Wrestling Podcast to be more specific. And same on iTunes. Go ahead and do that, and check it out. It was definitely a good episode, I thought.
Cool. All right. They're saying I sound awesome today.
All right. Good to
if
go.
I'm too loud, too low. Let me make sure. Good. Looks like this $156 was money well spent.
There we go.
So that's great. I'm good. I'm glad because people tell us we're doing a good job. We want to sound good too.
There you go. And also want to take this second, and I know the first couple of weeks we had a lot of audio issues, so whoever's still listening and is giving us chance after chance, we greatly appreciate it. You know, once again, it's a process, you know.
Yeah, to anyone who made it through those, that was eight shows, so that was 2 months of people that listened, stuck through it. We appreciate that. Hopefully we can gain some people back now that we sound awesome. Oop, one person's telling me I'm a little bit too low, so I'm going to turn myself up a little bit. That should do it right there. If I'm getting better, let me know. Like I said, this is a new mic. We haven't had a time to test it, so just kind of tell me too low, too high. I'll go up, go down, whatever I got to do.
All right.
All right. Well, while we're doing it, what's up, Shaheen? I didn't mean to interrupt you. Go for it.
Night of Champions.
Night of Champions.
Yes, sir. The Night of Champions. I thought it was a good show, man. I was actually surprised.
I was looking forward to Raw. I thought it was a great show. Yeah, I did. I thought there was a lot of good matches. There was one or two that I could give a flying shit about. It was still good.
Yeah. Well, we should talk about Night of Champions since that happened first. Night of Champions, it started out with the Usos, who went Uso crazy.
Crazy. God damn, I wish Michael Cole and JBL especially would stop saying that already.
Yeah. Say it with me, Michael. Ooh. So, fucking JBL.
God damn it.
But yeah, the Usos against the Dust Brothers. My prediction was correct for this one. The Dust Brothers went over in a great match, I thought. I thought they really meshed together in the ring. They have great chemistry. I thought everybody worked their asses off. I'm sure Vince McMahon probably told them in the back to work your ass off since we need the subscriptions once again since this was the end of the 6 months period. So, yeah, definitely a great match. I think Goldust is phenomenal, dude. This guy, for his age, he is working his ass off.
Yeah, he definitely is. He's kicking ass, man. I mean, thank God he is. Someone needs to be doing that out there.
Yeah, I don't know what you're doing to your mic, man. You're getting fuzzy again.
Oh, I might have put my arm over it. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. I'm turning this one up just a little more, and I probably put my arm over the. I got two mics going, so.
Yeah.
All right, that might be a little bit better. Here we go, and yeah, man, Goldust is just an awesome out there. I mean, for his age, and it's just unbelievable. I mean, he really is. I mean, to say he's out there kicking ass is probably not even the right words, but he is just. I mean, honestly, he's one of the things I look forward to every week.
That is true. He is definitely, to say he's kicking ass is an understatement. He's definitely great in the ring, man. I think this is probably my favorite run that Goldust has had. I mean, the guy, man, he's really stepped it up as far as, as far as the physical contact is a concern in the ring, I mean, he's definitely stepped it up, man. I mean, nowadays wrestling is different than it was when he was in his prime. So he's had to learn a lot and kind of you know, adjust. So I think he's done a great job, similar to like Terry Funk, man. He was another guy that was that was able to adjust with the business and over time.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, basically, he's still. I mean, if you think about it, he's still adjusting today. I mean, the guy is still doing it, basically.
Yeah, that is true. Saw Terry Funk a couple months ago at House of Hardcore. Supposedly his last match, and then he went and had another match. So, god damn it, Terry Funk.
Dude, his have been that match that was on the Beyond the Mat.
Red Hart.
Yeah, I mean, last match. Jesus Christ, who is this guy? Ric Flair?
Yeah, he's had a lot of retirement matches. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, he has. He's definitely had a few retirement matches, but I don't know. Whatever, man. Good for him. I mean, if he can, if he still feels he can get out there and do it, and if the audience still comes to pay, pays money to see him, who gives a shit? Let him get out there. I don't give a shit. I'd pay money to see Flair right now still get in the ring. Call me an asshole. I don't care.
Yeah, well, Funk's he's got brand new knees, so he's good to go.
Got to test those things out, right?
Let's test them out, man.
Let's see.
Dreamer didn't want him to wrestle, and yeah, he basically forced his way in. Similar to what Hogan is doing with Brock.
Oh, God. He hasn't done that in a few weeks. I got a feeling WWE told him to chill the fuck out.
Probably.
I got a feeling they definitely told him to chill out and stop doing what you're doing, so. I don't know.
Man, since we mentioned Terry Funk's retirement show, I don't even want to talk about Night of Champions anymore. I want to talk about that shit.
Yeah.
That was a great show. Did you ever watch that show?
I actually did. And I hadn't watched it until had to have been 2 months ago when it just happened to show up somewhere, and I decided to get it. And that was a fucking good show, man.
Yeah, man. I remember. I know I've been mentioning this guy a lot recently on the show, and I hate to name drop as far as he goes because I'm not particularly a big fan of the guy. But yeah, Rob Feinstein. He used to have of course, if you're from Philly, Franklin Mills Mall. That was one of the main places for ECW merchandise. That's basically where they sold their shit out. With the help of Rob. So. When I was a kid, I remember for my birthday, I was about 11, 12 years old, and when that VHS came out, I went all the way to Franklin Mills, and I got that VHS, and great card, man, great card. Sabu versus Mankind was on that show. We had the Headhunters and Jake the Snake Roberts against Hayabusa, Hakushi, and Masato Tanaka. I believe we had Taz against Chris Candido. Shane Douglas against Tommy Dreamer, I think it was. Of course, Funk versus Bret Hart. Bunch of great stuff on there, man. Great show.
Yeah, I'm glad I finally got to watch it because I had heard some things about it, and one of the guys at work that I worked works with me is a big wrestling fan. Actually, two of the guys, but yeah, he said it was just such an awesome show. I should watch it, so I obtained it. Leave it at that.
Yeah. Definitely. I thought I always like shows like that kind of bring different people from different promotions and put them against each other. Similar to what the Lucha Libre show that I went to recently, the Mass Mania. That's pretty much what that was some ECW guys, some Mexican wrestlers, some AAA, some CMLL, some Japanese wrestlers, a bunch of different stuff, indie promotions. It's good times. Times. I like shows like that.
Kind of like what TNA is doing right now, you mean?
Somewhat.
I said kinda. I didn't say exactly.
Yeah, kind of, I guess, yeah. But back then the talent there was so much more talent. So and to be honest, a lot of the legends could still wrestle. I mean, today we don't have too many people that you can bring back like a Terry Funk or somebody like Mick Foley or somebody like that. We pretty much have who do we have? Like Kevin Nash coming out at the Royal Rumble and botching his one spot.
Jake the Snake, come on out, man. That would make me happy.
Yeah, but he's not really healthy.
No, and I hope he gets healthy quick. and can stay around a lot longer because I don't know, man. But yeah, I hope he can just get as healthy and quick as possible because I'd miss Jake, and it's been already a pretty bad year for wrestlers. And since we're talking about bad health, why don't we go ahead and say it? Paul Bear's son Michael Moody also passed this week, so I guess it was just in his sleep. Nothing. There wasn't really any reason that I had seen, so.
Yeah, definitely rest in peace to him as well. But with all due respect, it does kind of irritate me that WWE acknowledges Paul Bear's son's death, but they don't acknowledge, I don't want to say Mark Jindrak again, Sean O'Haire. Sean O'Haire's death, I thought that was a bit disrespectful. Although, I mean, he wasn't in the business that long, but still, I mean, obviously Paul Bear's son is much more relevant than Sean O'Haire.
Yeah, but they also mentioned Eric the actor from Howard Stern last night, and they never. You know who else they never mentioned? Mabel.
Yeah.
Mabel never got a WWE mention, and his wife is actually complaining right now. And if I know Mo is a friend of the other show, in your head, but if he did what that article says he did, that's pretty shitty of him. Take the money and run.
I'm not familiar with this article.
I think I posted it on the Facebook. I know you're a busy boy, so
yeah, I'm running around, dude.
Yeah, it said that basically he started a fund on a PayPal, had people paying him directly through his PayPal, and she hasn't seen a penny of it.
All right, well, there's another wrestling scumbag for you.
Well,
allegedly.
Yeah, I mean, he came back saying, that money is supposed to go to blah blah blah, but it's not a finalized thing right now, so let's probably wait to judge. But like I said, if he did what it says he did, just another guy giving wrestlers a bad name.
Yep.
Yeah, and
I hope that's not true.
I do too. I hopefully there was some. Maybe he gave it to an attorney. I wouldn't even care if he gave it to an attorney that stiffed him. I'd be fine with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As long as he didn't steal it himself. But
yeah, I would hate to hear that.
I met Mo. Last year. He seemed like a nice guy. I mean, I didn't really speak to him much. I just gave him a head nod pretty much, and just had a quick conversation. But seemed like a little head nod,
Yeah.
When I go to these conventions and stuff, man, I mostly go for merchandise. So, I say hello, but I don't like coming off like a fucking mark because I see the other guys and, I've never been that kind of person. I'm not really fascinated by the aura of the guy. I don't freak out when I see Hulk Hogan and it's just another guy. I mean, I appreciate what they've done and it's awesome and all that, but, photo ops are cool with certain guys, but I'm not one of those guys to, the guys having a cigarette break outside and you go interrupt them and try to get a free autograph. I'm not that type of guy. So each his own, I guess.
You're one of the few, Shaheen. One of the few.
Probably.
And for that, you get a John Cena salute.
Fuck John Cena, man.
All right. We'll get into all that. We'll get into it. I think weren't we about to start talking about Night of Champions?
Yeah, but we started talking about some cooler shit, so I figured hopefully we could forget about this era and talk about
we're going to have to talk about it a little bit. We don't have to talk about it now. We can get into, if you want to start with some news, I'm good.
Well, we already got into Night of Champions. Let's just finish that.
All right, then we'll start. Yeah, we did. We started talking about how incredible Goldust was. Look at me with the memory. And yeah, I really... this was probably the best way you could have started this pay-per-view, if you ask me.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people think the first match is not really an important match, but I don't remember what wrestler said that, but it really made sense to me because that sets the tone for the show. I mean, if you have a bad match, the crowd is already dead; they're already shitting on the show, so most likely the next match is probably not going to be as good. And it's pretty much just a chain reaction and downhill from there. But if you have a really good match on the in the first match, I mean that sets up the show. I think it was Jerry Lawler that said that. I believe it was him, and it makes a lot of sense, man.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you're either going to do one of two things. You're either going to burn them out right in the beginning, or you're going to hype them up right in the beginning. So
Yeah.
I think this was the definite right choice for the first match. It was a good match all the way through, and then Cody locks up Jey Uso in the ropes,
Yeah.
takes off his glove and slaps him like they are going to duel at dawn. And
I like that.
I fucking loved it. I loved it. That was one of the best moves I've ever seen.
Honestly, Stardust. I think I wasn't too big on the guy. I know I liked him before you kind of did, but he won me over in the first couple weeks. But I wasn't so big on him as I am now, man. This guy has really just grown into the character and made it his own. I thought it was just another, just a fucking copy of Goldust, but really. They look similar, but this guy is just his gimmick is taking another turn. I like it. He's making it his own, and he's growing into it.
It's like he's become the real brother to Goldust, Stardust.
Right.
I mean, brothers are, kind of alike but kind of different, and that's exactly how these characters are. It's just like the perfect yin and yang, I guess.
Yeah, I just wish he would take more time with his makeup. His kind of looks like shit, and Goldust comes out with this. I guess Goldust is more experienced, so.
Yeah, Goldust had almost like a Deathstroke thing looking, half and half to his face. It was pretty badass. I liked it. I liked the new makeup. Or I don't know if he's just doing it for pay-per-views, but looked badass.
Yeah, but all that black on one side really shows his wrinkles, and he looks old when he does that, man. But
I don't give a shit. Like I said, I'd still pay to see Ric Flair in the goddamn ring. Yeah, I don't give a shit.
But that's us, though. That's us. That's different than the demographic that the WWE is, a target, man. They don't want the wrestlers to look old.
Well,
give it a couple weeks, man. He's gonna stop doing that. Once somebody sees those wrinkles, they're gonna we can't do this. We can't do this, pal. Just fuck out there, Goldust. And they kept saying Old Dust, actually. They kept saying Old Dust. Why would you do that to the guy?
Oh, I didn't even hear that. Did they?
Yeah, they were doing that because I think JBL said one of the Usos referred to him as Old Dust on Twitter, and of course they fucking plugged the Twitter in the whole show. And yeah, they had their little smart remarks here and there, and they kept calling him Old Dust and all this. And I was just like, this isn't necessary. You don't want to make the guy look old.
That's pretty shitty.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure if it was during Raw or Night of Champions. I believe it was Night of Champions, though.
Man, that sucks.
Yeah.
I don't know why they would do that, man.
Not sure either.
I have no clue. But yeah, I don't know. WWE does a lot of things. I mean, basically, for 3 segments of this pay-per-view, they were telling their audience what idiots they were if they bought the pay-per-view for $54.95.
Yeah.
I can't believe they're doing that.
What can you blame them, though? You are an idiot if you're paying $55 for this.
Wait a minute, though. First of all, let's just start with Canada. Only 20% of Canada has Rogers. So they're calling the rest of the 80% of Canada a bunch of cheap motherfuckers, and they can't even realistically get the network legally. All the people that are in the UK, you idiots, you're paying for something. Wait, you can't get it.
Yeah, but they're talking to the people that can get it. Obviously, they're talking to the people that have access to the network.
Well, specify that, you dumb son of a bitches. You probably just insulted 80% of Canada without knowing it.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, not that I give a shit about Canada, but realistically, they're really insulting a lot of people.
Yeah, that is true, I guess. But
yeah, but
I can't get over the $9.99 fucking song, man. I can't get over that song, dude. That shit is horrendous.
That is pretty bad.
Terrible.
It is pretty bad.
Makes me want to unsubscribe. If that song played every time I logged into the WWE Network, I don't think I would be able to watch it. I'd probably get tired of it after a while.
Probably.
I'm really big on the network. I mean, I really love it, man. I mean, I don't watch much TV other than Raw, and I rarely watch TNA. So, other than that, if I get any other time, I'll probably watch some stuff off the network. So I really like to watch a lot of it, but unfortunately, I don't have the time. But I think it's good, man. I just hate the song. I just hate the plugs, and then they take away the signs, which is. I know we talked about it last week, but I still don't get it. I don't get it.
Yeah, see, we have a Canadian in the chat room who was insulted by that. Jamie Forsythe, they insult me with their shows. Don't be knocking Canada, damn it. See? See?
There you go.
Canadians are insulted. You all should shut Raw off and not even fucking watch.
I think Bret Hart was pissed off.
Bret Hart probably has it for free.
He probably knocked out Vince again.
Give me the network. Oh wait, it's Bret Hart. Give me the network, please.
Yeah. No.
Can I have the network? Yeah. Thanks.
Best there was, the best there is, the best there ever will be.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I won't get into it. I'm just not the biggest Bret Hart fan.
Yeah, I wouldn't say he's the best. That's what
he's.
like.
I mean,
I'd put the top 10 though. That's for sure. But I don't even know if he would make my top 5. Probably would make my top 5, I guess.
I trust me. I know he'd make a lot of people's top 5, top 10, but he's just not.
Then we're going back to the fucking top 5.
What?
We always do the top 5s by accident.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. There's too many. I'm not doing a top 5 of that. Best ones? Oh my god.
Dedicate a whole show to that.
Yeah, we would have to. We'd have to have everyone fucking calling in or something.
Yeah. On next match. Sorry if we don't go in order, because I.
Oh wait, well let's finish that match. Goldust and Stardust, new champions.
Yep.
Get the pinfall. Loved it. I was a little shocked. First match, new champs, but made me smile. So, yeah. Now we can go to the next match. Go for it, Shaheen.
All right. Well, I think it was Cesaro versus Sheamus, was it?
Yes, it was.
And what a follow-up that was, man. God. Easily my favorite match of the night. By far.
Seriously, I agree.
By far. Honestly, that could probably go as one of the best matches of the year. And we're a little over than half of the year, but I don't see many matches, matching that up, man. That was great. Hard hitting. You would think you were watching New Japan. That wasn't a WWE match.
Dude, those guys were working like two big men. They were working like fucking. I'm not gonna say that it was Andre Hogan, but they were working like two big guys like that. But I gotta ask, when did Cesaro become Taz?
I don't know, but I like the towel though. I like it. You don't like it?
He was, a little homage to Taz. I don't mind it, but it was fine.
I like it.
I don't mind it. It wasn't that bad.
It adds to his character a little bit, man.
I just thought he came down looking like Taz. I mean, if the towel had one little, cut or two in it, it would have been Taz. Whatever. Yeah. Let him do what I don't give a shit.
But his towel is different. Taz used to come out with the little towel on his head, and his was more of a whole body towel. It just covered his whole head to toe. It was different.
Yeah, it was fine. I was just making a joke about it. But and then fucking Cesaro lifted Sheamus when Sheamus was falling. Cesaro lifts him and throws him over his head. How fucking strong is this guy?
The guy's crazy, man.
Right in my notes, I basically put, this guy's a beast. Sheamus was literally falling down, and he lifts him up and throws him over his head. I was amazed.
Honestly, he did that a couple months ago on Raw when he faced Sheamus.
Yeah, and he did it. You know what? He did it to Swagger.
Yeah, he did it to somebody. I remember somebody was falling because they botched the spot, and he actually just caught him in the air and just literally just carried him back.
Jesus Christ, that guy's fucking strong, man.
Yeah. Can you imagine him in the early 2000s with that roster? How many good matches he would have got out of this guy? Against Kurt Angle. Imagine him and Angle.
Oh, him and Angle would be absolutely incredible together.
Yeah, him and Benoit. Him and Guerrero. Those matches.
Him and Guerrero would have been amazing too.
Yeah. Definitely, man. That guy, he would have been great.
Yeah, definitely he would have been. And you know what? I think he still will be, thank God.
Yeah, they still have a bunch of people that he can, especially with the new guys coming up. Kevin Steen, and, of course, he has a history with that guy, so they can definitely have a good chemistry as far as in-ring action.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. So, I don't know. Well, I guess we'll have to see what happens, but I don't know. I definitely think he's going to be be pretty damn good. But yeah, I really thought these guys were working like two big ass I mean, they were working like Rusev and Henry out there.
Yeah, it's two gorillas in the ring.
Yeah, that's how they
What?
seemed, and neither one. I mean, neither one of them really are. But yeah, I loved it. I thought it was another great match, another good way to keep the pay-per-view going.
Yeah, you can tell they like working that physical style too. Because Sheamus, you could tell he loved it, man.
Oh, Sheamus, from what I've heard, Sheamus lays his shit in hard.
Yeah, both of them. They that was brutal, man.
Yeah, yeah, it definitely was. That was a great fucking match, though.
Even that bro kick at the end, that one it looked like it knocked his ass out.
Yeah, yeah. I really liked it. I honestly wish there was a different outcome. I kind of felt that Cesaro probably could have used the title, but
Nah, I'm actually. I know we both predicted. I don't know if you predicted, but I predicted that he was going to win the title, and I was wrong, obviously. But I'm actually happy I was wrong because I think that U.S. title is just going to just drag him down. I don't think it's going to do any favors.
yeah, I don't know. And they seem to like having any title on Sheamus, whether it's the IC title, the U.S. title. They seem to, for some reason, like having that title on Sheamus. Oh well, good for him.
Yeah,
They, someone in the office obviously likes him, and that's a definite plus for him.
I'll tell you what though, I had no interest in Sheamus prior to this match, and this match definitely added a little bit of interest to Sheamus as far as I go. So it did something.
Yeah, I mean, I've never really said, man, Sheamus just had a great match, but I definitely said it once or twice during this.
Yep, phenomenal match.
Yeah, yeah, it was.
That's honestly as close as to a 5-star match that I've seen this year.
Oh yeah,
That
absolutely.
right there. If that's not 5 stars, man, that's 4.5-star match right there.
Yeah,
Nothing botched. A total story. Everything was great.
Yeah, this pay-per-view really started off good, and then I see two guys from Florida Georgia Line walking to the ring before this match, the next match. I
Fuck, man. Do we have to talk about these guys, man? These guys.
Oh man, Shaheen's rubbing his head. I can see it.
I couldn't stand this. I don't even have anything to say about these fucking guys, man. This shit was terrible. Dude. These guys, they look like a bunch of pussies. You can't tell me these guys are coming out and you seen how they tried to kind of get brolic and get tough on him. Like, come on, dude. You weigh 150 pounds soaking fucking wet, man. You're a country singer and your band is called Florida to whatever line. That's fucking terrible. That was just insulting to me, man. Poor Damien Sandow, whatever you want to call this guy.
Oh, he had to take a bump for these fucking losers too, man.
I would have hated to do that. And the way they acted afterwards, they really thought like they were the shit. No, you're not the shit. You're just the shits.
You're just a piece of shit. I'm not a big fan of country music. I was at one time, but I mean, there's certain country music I do like. I actually like the older country music better than the newer country music because whatever.
Yeah, I've just never really been.
Yeah.
I guess not in the country, so it doesn't.
Yeah, exactly. I'm in Texas. If you're not, every friggin' restaurant you go into is playing either country or Spanish music.
Yeah, it's more like a cultural thing.
Yeah, exactly. So you're gonna hear it no matter what. But I don't know, man. I was pretty embarrassed for Sandow. I mean, trust me. I like Sandow a lot. I do think he's in a good role here. I think he could do a lot more than just be in this little sidekick role.
Yeah.
But having him take a bump for a fucking a band like Florida. Look, if he took a bump for Lemmy, I'm good.
Anybody take a bump for Regis. I don't care, man.
Hatfield, he could take a bump for Hatfield. I'd be fine with that. But you're taking a bump for a country band, dude. Come on.
Especially these two guys, man. These two guys, they look like a bunch of cornballs.
Especially these fucking pole smokers. Fuck that, dude.
That's terrible.
All right.
They look like they were sitting on a pole.
Yeah. And I like that. We got out of the way the whole Florida Georgia Line angle, so now we can go right into we can go right into the match because the match wasn't actually that bad.
Yeah, the match wasn't bad. It was just that part of the match just was really insulting.
Yeah, but I will tell
Anybody
you,
watching it.
if you were not sitting there watching that match, and if you watched it on mute, you were actually in better shape because the commentary on that match had to be some of the worst commentary. It was a plug for the band. They didn't even know the name. They called it Honor the Troops thing.
Yeah.
When Jerry Lawler has to correct you, you are a fucking moron.
Yeah. I'm glad you mentioned that.
Yeah. Well, maybe you should take it over. Yeah, man, we're doing that Honor the Troops thing. You mean the tribute to the troops? Oh, yeah, that's what it's called. Oh, my God.
We're just some country boys, man.
We don't know. We're just getting paid. We don't care.
We're just some country boys in the WWE.
They already gave us the check.
Fucking guys, man.
We're going to buy
Honestly.
whiskey. Hey, anyway, I better shut up.
No, if you were a soldier, honestly, would this make you happy to see these guys perform?
I'm sure there's a few people who are like, hell yeah, Florida Georgia Line.
I guess, man. I don't know.
Dude, there's,
Even
listen,
country fans, man. These guys, they just look like they can't sing.
listen, there's Kali fans out there, okay? So don't you tell me that someone's not a fan of what's happening here, okay?
Yeah, I guess, man.
There is corporate Kane fans out there, okay?
There is corporate Kane fans. Wow.
So everyone's got, everybody's got their thing. They can do what they want to do. I'm cool with that. Whatever. What fucking ever. So
I wonder if corporate Kane fans can vote.
every time they touch the ballot, it catches on fire.
Yeah.
God, that was horrible. I hope no one's
Corporate
laughing.
Kane, man.
I hope no one's laughing
Why?
at that.
Why, man? Corporate Kane is the worst.
I don't know, but we'll get into don't we have some corporate Kane stuff here later?
Hopefully
Yeah.
not.
Well,
Hopefully.
we got corporate Kane stuff I think later in the show. But fuck it. Let's forget talking about Florida Georgia Line. Let's get back into this goddamn match.
What a
Ziggler,
maneuver! What a maneuver!
exactly. Ziggler, The Miz. I thought it was a good match.
Yeah.
Another title change.
Honestly, this pay-per-view so far was great. I was like, 3 for 3. This is good stuff. And then, obviously these corny ass guys came out and kind of ruined it. But whatever. I mean, that's just nitpicking. But yeah, the commentary, dude, that was insulting to every wrestling fan out there.
Yeah.
I don't think like more than 5 moves were called in this match.
No, they really never talked much about wrestling at all. All they talked about was Florida Georgia Line, the new record, tribute to the troops, WWE Network. It was basically just a plug for the band. I understand they're out there. They got a new album. They're doing tribute to the troops, or as they say, honor the troops thing. So whatever. But the match itself, if you watched it on mute, probably was amazing.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go amazing. It was a good match. Sandow was pretty awesome when he mimics every goddamn thing that fucking.
Yeah, I love it, man.
It's great. It's great. I mean, like I said, I like the guy. I just really wish WWE had seen something more in him because I definitely think that guy's going to be a star one day.
You know what would be better? Is if they actually have Sandow be his actual stunt double and wrestle instead of The Miz, so we don't have to watch The Miz. We can just watch Sandow. That's a good idea. You're welcome, WWE.
I have thought of that. Now, what would be better is if he gets the title because Miz couldn't win it or did win it, but, we'll fast forward a little bit. What if Sandow gets the title? The Miz says, well, you're my double. That's my title.
Yeah.
And he doesn't give it to him, turning him face. Boom. Mizdow breaks out, becomes the new rising star of the WWE. Confetti falls from the ceiling. Buzzers are going off. People are taking pictures. Fucking greatness everywhere. Dogs and cats living together. Mass hysteria.
There you go, the whole Shazam. You're welcome, WWE. Pun intended.
There you go. So, Yeah. Otherwise, yeah, Miz.
That's actually a good idea. They should do that.
Now that someone said it, they'll never do it.
Never know.
Yeah, you never know. And if they do, I'm fucking coming on here and I'm gonna ask for fucking royalties. Goddammit. And if I see confetti, I'm definitely asking for royalties.
Yeah. WWE Universe, man.
There it is. There it is.
This was a really good match, though. I was kind of surprised at the title change, but
yeah, definitely. Let me see here. Ziggler, yeah, Miz pinned Ziggler in this match, and you know Ziggler had his whole ass showing.
Yeah.
He rolled him up, pulled the tights down. I mean, he had to pull up his pants when he was down on the floor on the mat.
I'm starting to think the Miz is doing it on purpose because the following night he did the exact same thing.
Yeah, I think the
That's
Miz
out again.
I think he's trying to get him in an old sunset flip and get the old pants down. I don't know.
Miz, if you're coming out the closet, man, might as well just come out, dude.
Might as well. I guess he could do that.
So subliminally coming out, slapping his ass every night.
CUMMIN out.
Uh-oh.
No, okay, all right. I went too far. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Boo.
I can actually pay attention to the show now that they can actually hear me, so I'm not trying to get my mic working the whole show. So excuse me for being on the ball.
There you go, man.
All right. So what happened next?
Well, I don't know in order, but I can just talk about another match. Mark Henry versus Rusev.
Yeah.
Another good match, man. I mean, 4 for 4 so far. Thought it was another good match.
I really, really like this match. Really like this match. I got no problem with two big men coming in there and, you know, kicking ass, doing what they did. I thought it was great. I had fun. Wasn't the greatest match ever, but I liked it. You know, for what I like to watch, it was a damn good match.
And I know I mentioned it on the last show that Rusev was on a streak as far as winning, and Michael actually mentioned it as well. So he is on a streak, so that's good.
Really, I actually didn't hear that, but I was
yeah.
I'm glad. Look at that. Shaheen was correct. I will say you were correct. I had no clue.
There you go, man.
Yep, Henry was. The match was good. Henry crying in the beginning of the match was a little weird, and you know, all I can say is, you know what? You're not going to hear the soundboard.
You was crying like a pussy.
That's the good thing. I always tune in about 15 minutes late, so that way I can skip some of the entrances that I just don't care for. So,
yeah.
Of course, I watched Lana. You know.
Oh yeah, you got to watch her enter.
Yeah.
I'd like to enter her. Anyway,
I knew you were gonna say that.
Did they hear that out there in podcasting land?
Yeah.
So,
yeah, pal.
That's right, pal. So, there's that. There's now, what?
He made him tap out, dude.
He did, and all I heard was some guy. When Rusev was out of the ring, like I said, I got those wireless headphones and I watched with those on. There was some guy screaming at the top of his lungs, Rusev, you're terrible. You're fucking terrible. And I'm like, this guy, does he know it's fake? This motherfucker? I mean, and it definitely wasn't a kid. It definitely wasn't a kid. I should have got a clip of it.
It's still real to him, man. Can't blame the guy.
And he's screaming it. He must have done it 6 or 7 times. That's all I heard.
Man, I think Rusev is pretty good, man. I don't think the guy's bad. He had a really good match with Big E a couple months ago. He had a good match with Mark Henry. He had a couple decent matches with Swagger. I don't think he's bad.
I don't either. I don't see any problem with him.
I don't really see him going anywhere other than maybe the top of the mid card and, you know, getting fed to Cena, but that's about it.
I definitely see him being fed to Cena soon.
Oh yeah.
Definitely see that. So
tribute to the troops. That's probably when it's going to happen.
That's probably where it would. I can see that. But right before
there you go, WWE. You're welcome once again. Half
there you go.
We already gave you $2 million ideas.
We'll be expecting our checks in the mail.
There you go. Run with it.
Now, right before this match, Rollins came out, had referee hold up his hand, count to 10, blah blah blah. And can you believe who came out? Who came back?
Dean Ambrose.
Could you believe it? I was amazed. I was shocked. We both called it.
Well,
we
yeah.
called it. I think
this guy is over though, man. He is over like a motherfucker, man.
How could he not be? He's so uncookie cutter WWE.
Yeah, I'm starting to like him more and more every week, man. Seth Rollins was number one to me in the Shield at first until they broke up, but Ambrose, for sure, as far as a single competitor, he's definitely the whole package. He's good, man. He's good.
Yeah.
He reminds me of Austin a lot. I know a lot of people have said that, but I definitely see it now because even the backstage segments with brawling in the parking lot and all that stuff, we haven't seen that stuff for years, dude.
No, and like I said, he's so. Just the way he talks, cuts promos. He's just not what WWE would. He's not what you'd expect to come right from the Performance Center. You'd expect what you're seeing come out of the Performance Center, which is a bunch of guys that are the same.
Yeah.
So which is what they're trying to do.
Do you see him going to WrestleMania and well, let's just put it this way. Who do you see Dean Ambrose facing at WrestleMania? Doesn't have to. You don't have to think about it too much. Just give me an idea.
Right now, I don't know. I could. A couple of weeks ago, I would have said Rollins.
Yeah.
But now that Reigns is hurt, I think that match is going to happen now. So
that match has been happening for months, dude.
It could be Cena.
Yeah.
From what I saw last night, my God, WWE officials, get this man away from John Cena ASAP.
Please.
Thank you. I'm glad you agree with me because I'm sitting there last night going, at least he called him on it, being like, hey, don't be out here stealing my thunder and don't get in my way. But
I like Ambrose, man. I like what he's doing.
Yeah, get him away from Cena. Trust me.
Now, keep in mind, this guy was in CZW Tournament of Death, for God's sake. So,
God damn, dude. I just
don't. Not your regular cookie cutter wrestler. He's been in staple gun wars and everything. So this guy, he's got a little bit of edge to him. He got cut with a fucking grass cutter, man, a weed whacker.
Yeah, the weed whacker spot. He talked about that on In Your Head.
He's nuts.
Yeah, he talked about a bunch of those spots on In Your Head.
Yeah.
That was just awesome.
Dean Ambrose, man.
That's it.
Ambrose. I think he's got the formula, man, because he's over with like the internet crowd, so-called internet crowd, the quote-unquote, which I don't really think exists because everybody is the internet crowd now. You have a fucking mobile phone, you can be considered the internet crowd. There's Wi-Fi on there. That's what internet is,
Yeah.
But if you want to go into, sectioning the demographics and all that, he got the indie fans, he got the internet crowd, basically all the men. The kids would probably end up liking him just because he reminds me of like the Joker a lot from Batman.
Yeah.
The ladies like him, so he's pretty much over with everybody. And if he's not now, I can see him by WrestleMania. I can see him progressing and just making it happen, man. I don't know about facing Brock Lesnar this year, but I can see him by next year definitely being the champion.
Yeah, I probably could too. I definitely could actually. Definitely could. So I don't know, but he's just so odd that he has to. He's just, I don't know. To me, he's one of the greatest. So
yeah, he's definitely one of the better ones on the roster.
Yeah, I agree.
Imagine if we didn't have Dean Ambrose right now. Man, that television show would be horrendous, dude.
It'd be pretty bad.
Yeah, think about it. Honestly, Bryan is out, Reigns is out, Punk is gone. You know, all these guys are gone. And then imagine if Ambrose wasn't there. The best guy you would have is probably Rollins.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you know,
And Brock, of course, you know.
Again, it shows the lack of depth of stars that WWE is working with here.
Yep.
But whatever. I guess we can. Yeah, I agree. I guess we can head to the next match, huh?
Well, let's talk about this one a little bit. We didn't even.
We did we? That was where were we on? Oh, the Rusev. Were we on the Ambrose thing?
No. We're on the Ambrose thing.
Oh, okay. Let's keep going.
Yeah, time is passing you by, man. Yeah, but they basically Dean Ambrose came out and answered the challenge, and they brawled all over the building. Not a match per se, but yeah, they had a brawl all over the building. And of course, I like how Triple H came out and broke it up. I know a lot of people hated it, but it's just to extend the feud out to Hell in a Cell. They're going to have a Hell in a Cell match, of course. It's going to be great. For once in many years, the Hell in a Cell match actually makes sense. This feud can actually use the Hell in a Cell. It's not like fucking CM Punk against Ryback, where they don't even use the Hell in a Cell at all, and it's just basically a cage just surrounding them. It has no purpose. For this feud, this is going to be good. Same with Brock and Cena. If they want to do a third one, another Hell in a Cell. It makes sense. It makes sense. So I like that about Hell in a Cell this year. It makes sense. Usually I'm not too big on the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view, but I think this year is going to be exciting.
Right, yeah. It should be, man. Should really be. Do you think there's going to be one or two Hell in a Cells?
I'm thinking two. I think it's going to be Ambrose and Rollins, and I think it's going to be Brock and Cena, which is going to be probably a great pay-per-view.
Yeah. I'm thinking the same two matches.
Because I'm guessing they're probably going to do Cesaro and Sheamus again. They're probably going to do that again.
Probably.
Cesaro's probably going to pin Sheamus again sometime. And, he's going to get another shot at the title or something. I don't know. They're going to do something. But, yeah.
Yeah, they'll do something like that. I have no clue what, but something.
Yeah, they'll probably do Ziggler and Miz again. Because that feud is obviously not over.
Yeah, good. Yeah, good point.
But I don't know. We'll see. I'm actually looking forward to this pay-per-view already. So that's good.
Yeah, I'm definitely down to watch it. So I guess we'll definitely see.
Always down to watch it for $9.99.
$9.99.
Nine.
There we go. Always down to watch it for $9.99.
Yes, sir.
I do got to say, when I was watching it, my stream was pretty shitty. Did you happen to see?
Yeah.
Did you see that picture I put up?
Yeah, I saw the picture. I didn't have any problems. I haven't had any problems with the network, so I'm really putting that network over, man. I don't mind the plugs. I just hate that fucking song.
Yeah, this was from the Ziggler Miz match about up to the next match is where it was bad, and I just during the Divas match I restarted my Xbox.
Yeah, you just got to reboot it sometimes.
Yeah, I had to reboot it, and then I went in and just it was fine from there.
Speaking of the Divas match, I missed this one. Always. I missed it.
What?
Yeah, man.
Well, we have one to go to before that. That's fine.
Yeah, I missed that one.
Dude, that was friggin' that was like nice ass central.
Yeah, but I mean, if I want to see nice asses, there's plenty of other places to see it. Then.
Oh, sure, but I mean, if it's already on, I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah, but I have to choose a match to walk the dogs in between the show, so I usually make it the Divas match.
Well, there you go. That works. That's funny. Yeah. I can see where you're coming from, though. I would do the same thing.
So what do we have next?
Next is the Y2J versus Randy Orton match.
Yeah.
This was this happened.
Yeah, I don't remember much from this. I tuned out because obviously every time Orton is on, man, I'm sorry, I can't help it. I can't watch it.
I can't say
That
I
fucking
blame you,
sucked.
dude. I really can't say I blame you.
And you're gonna see this become a pattern because I'm kind of foreshadowing on the show right now. But the main event on the following Raw, missed that one too, just because it was John Cena and Randy Orton. Yeah,
Yep.
two boring ass people in the ring at the same damn time.
Yeah, I mean, I like Jericho. This wasn't the greatest match, but I mean, I wouldn't say it killed the show, but it kind of started getting a little slow for this match, and the crowd didn't seem to care much for it either.
Yeah.
But
Well, it's because it's Randy Orton, man.
yeah, I do agree. I mean, it's hard to get into Randy. It really
What
is.
Now, what I do like about Randy is the fact that he is an asshole. So I like wrestlers that are assholes because, if you're a heel, you should be an asshole. That's what they're supposed to be. So I like this guy outside the fucking, the sports center smoking cigarettes and, not signing autographs for fans and all that. I like that stuff, man. I think that's what heels should do, But I like stuff like that he does. But as far as in ring, he's kind of boring, man. He's great in the ring. Don't get me wrong. He's one of those guys that rarely botches anything. He's really good. His timing is good. Everything is good. He's just boring.
Yeah, boring is definitely a good word for it.
Yeah. So this match happened.
It did. Orton won pinfall. I think both of us knew that was going to happen because Jericho's on his way to do stuff with Fozzy. Fozzy, good for him.
Yeah.
He's going to rock with Fozzy.
I love how Chris Jericho really took to be like a rock star. He loves it, man. On his podcast, he's so fucking cocky and egotistical. He thinks he's like Axl Rose,
Fuck it, man. I say good for him.
Yeah, I mean it's just funny.
Hell yeah, good for him.
He thinks he's the biggest rock star of all time, man.
He does, and you know what? He's popular somewhere, so let him rock with it for all I give a shit.
Fuzzy, yeah. Break the walls down.
And then he gets on his podcast, and all he's got to do is cowbell.
Yeah. I don't really like that cowbell thing that he does.
I think it's funny.
Yeah.
He does Mark Henry's song on a cowbell.
It was
Beat him up, break his neck, break a neck. Beat him up. Somebody's going to get the ass whip. Somebody's going to get the wig split. And he's just bouncing the cat.
I'm surprised they never changed his theme music. It's kind of violent, man. Somebody's gonna get their wig split.
Yeah, somebody's gonna get their ass kicked.
Yeah, that's. I don't know.
I don't know, man. That's they changed. I don't know. I mean, whatever. They do what they want to do. They'll if someone really complained, they would probably change it. So.
Well, if somebody complained to him, I think he would probably split their wig. So maybe that's why.
Somebody gonna get their ass kicked.
Maybe he'll just cry. I don't know.
Did we forget to mention that?
No, you mentioned it.
Oh, I did, didn't I? That's right.
Yeah.
And I actually played a sound thing, but you can't hear the soundboard. I'm trying to fix that while we're here.
It's all good, man.
Yeah, I'm trying to fix that while we're here. I'd probably be able to do it during the break without a problem.
Yeah.
So
Pal.
I don't know. Someone in the chat's asking why or how did Randy Orton become so stale? Let's see. Same match after same match after same match after same match after same match. I don't know. Just an idea.
Yeah, and he probably came out of his mom's womb that way. Just a boring personality.
Just slow it down, pal. Yeah. Slow it down.
And yeah, there you go. And also Arn Anderson.
Yeah, we can totally blame Arn. I got no problem blaming Arn.
There you go. 2 words, Arn Anderson.
Yeah, double A. Fuck that motherfucker.
Yeah, double A, man.
Yeah, what do you think you're doing?
You know who else hates double A? The Mountie. Doc Joe. He hates Tully Blanchard and Arn.
a lot of people did not like Tully. Tully was one of those guys a lot of people didn't care for.
You know who else didn't care for Tully Blanchard?
Who?
Yes. All of the crowd in Philadelphia when he entered the ECW arena. Man, that shit was hilarious. I recently watched it on the network.
Yeah.
I guess he was supposed to be Shane Douglas's opponent, and I'm sure they probably paid him good money and expected a huge pop because it was his return, and he hadn't gone to WCW yet even. So this was really the first time people had seen him in years, and they were probably expecting a huge pop, and this guy just got nothing, just nothing, not a boo, not a cheer, just silence.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Terrible. And they dropped it right away.
Wow, that's funny.
But, yeah, check it out on the network, man. Year 1995.
Wow. I never knew that.
Yep. Everybody was in ECW, man.
Yeah, I know there was. Trust me, I know there was a ton of people in ECW. You can't fucking deny that. So,
even Arn Anderson was in ECW.
I don't think I remember that, or do I? Maybe
Yeah.
I do. I don't know.
Arn Anderson and Bobby Eaton invaded ECW on behalf of WCW, and they faced no, it was Terry Funk and Arn Anderson against Sabu and Bobby Eaton. That's what it was.
Really?
Yeah, dream match right there. Check it out, man. Good
Hell
stuff.
yeah.
It's great. That's when that was ECW at its best right there, man. Just gritty and really just shitty quality. I liked ECW when it was like that.
Yeah.
Was
Yeah.
good stuff.
Who didn't? How could you not?
Yeah, I like the guerrilla style, man.
It was pretty awesome, man. It really was. It was. I remember. I mean, it was on at like 2 a.m. in Florida, and I would watch it fucking all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was great. It really was.
Did you ever go to any of the shows in Florida?
I did go to the one. What was it? I went to the one. Taz and Sabu was. Why do I want to say that was in 2000? It was in 2000. The Taz Sabu match. I was at that one. It was friggin' amazing, man. It really was.
They were still feuding in 2000?
Why do I want to say it was hold on. It was at the National Guard Armory in Fort Lauderdale. Hold on. ECW.
I mean, I know they had one match right around 2000 on TNN. Is that the one that you're talking about?
I think this was a pay-per-view. ECW. Hold on here.
I don't know. I know Taz and Sabu had a pay-per-view match at Guilty as Charged, I think. And Living Dangerously. That was a good one.
It was 1999. I'm sorry.
What show was it?
Hold on, I'm trying to find out right now. It was 1999. I did a lot of drinking. It wasn't a pay-per-view, I guess. No, this isn't the show I went to. This isn't the one I went to in 99. I think it was the year after. Hold on a second. ECW Fort Lauderdale, Sabu, Taz.
Yeah.
It was a pay-per-view. 90. Was it 90? It couldn't have been 97. Was I that drunk for that long?
Yeah, man. Definitely, because that's when they were feuding, 97, 98.
My God. Why did
That's
I think
what I was... Yeah, that's why I was saying Living Dangerously and Guilty as Charged.
Wow.
Yeah, you're off on time, dude. You're off by a couple of years.
Dude, I'm not I'll tell you right now, I am not the best with time. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
Not going to fucking lie.
I think the last ECW show that I went to, like the actual ECW, was I think it was the one where Mikey Whipwreck came back. And I believe that was in 99 or 2000. That's when Mike Awesome was the champion.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Speaking of great champions, man, Mike fucking Awesome. That guy.
Well, his last name was Awesome. Of course he had to be.
That guy was phenomenal.
He had to be awesome.
Yeah. He was great. I wish they would have used him better, but that's for another day.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Well, we got the Divas match next, which I didn't watch, unless you want to talk about this crap. I don't.
Um, Let me see. Do I have any? Hold on, man. Do I have any notes? Give me 1 second here. I'll check. I'm just trying to get something. I'm trying to get this thing going here. What do I have here?
That means no.
Nikki. Let me see. Nikki did the weirdest little move on AJ where she had AJ up against the ropes with her stomach facing the ropes and her ass facing in the ring. She takes her ass and puts it against AJ's ass and grabs the ropes and pushes back like it's hurting her.
Yeah.
AJ actually sold this. I was proud of her for doing it, but it was so friggin' it was one of the weirdest moves I have ever heard or seen in my life. It was just odd.
Yeah.
It was just so odd. So
it's the Divas, man. Total Divas.
it was weird, but then but she sold it. So I don't know. Nikki took a hell of a bump to the floor. I will say that. She did take one hell of a bump.
Yeah, I didn't see it, so I can't speak on it, but
well, excuse me. Excuse me. Just excuse me.
Well, we got the last match on the cards.
Yes, we do. You can go ahead and start it up.
The motherfucking main event.
The main event. You're not going to be able to hear this, though. That's what I'm trying to get fixed right now.
It's all good, man.
This is your main event of the evening.
There you go. Main event of the evening.
The main event.
Main event of the evening.
John Cena versus Brock Lesnar.
Brock Lesnar.
Yeah. And I thought another pretty good match, man. I know a lot of people hated this ending. I didn't like it. I didn't mind it really. I'm kind of in the middle with this one. I thought it was a better match than the SummerSlam one, though, for obvious reasons, because the SummerSlam match was basically just 16 German suplexes. That's what it was essentially.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, pal.
Really?
Wow. That's fucked up.
What?
I'm just looking at something. All right. Yeah, Cena, Lesnar. I don't know. Did you see the sign that said Cena looks like a hot Cheeto?
No, I didn't.
You didn't?
No. Speaking of signs, though, before we already got off the subject, but Cesaro signs. What the fuck, man?
I don't know. I got
Come
no
on.
clue.
He's the king of swing.
I agree. I do. I agree, but doesn't seem to be happening.
You can actually see it in the middle of the Sheamus and Cesaro match. There was a whole row that had Kings of Wrestling signs. And one of the security guards came out and confiscated all the signs for whatever reason it may be. I don't get it. So what? Yeah, he was on the Indies like 10 years ago. You got a bunch of marks that want to, come out with the Kings of Wrestling signs. Just let them. Who gives a shit? So what if two people go on YouTube and type in Kings of Wrestling? It doesn't matter. It's not going to hurt the product, man. Give it a... I don't know, dude. It frustrates me when they do things like that.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Trust me, I do.
Like, honestly, what are they scared? What do they fear? What are they scared of?
I got no clue. I don't know what I don't know. I really don't.
The 20, literally, how many people are going to stop watching Night of Champions and go, oh, I have to go and search Kings of Wrestling on YouTube and discover Chris Hero and Cesaro against the fucking Young Bucks and say, "Oh, this is so much better than the shit that I'm seeing on TV right now," and just stop watching? Is that what they think? They're just gonna stop watching that and just turn to Pro Wrestling Gorilla or Ring of Honor and stop watching WWE? It's not gonna happen. You don't have to worry. You don't need to confiscate 10 signs that says Kings of Wrestling on it.
Really? Hold on one second. Somebody said they just lost the show for a second. Hold on one second here. It shouldn't be. I haven't touched anything. Hold on one sec here. Let me shut these down. Make sure this is still good. There's no reason. All right. We should be good. Should be good.
Yeah.
We should be good. I don't know why he would have lost the show. There's no reason.
Can you hear us?
It was only one person. Maybe it's his computer.
All right.
All right.
So yeah,
Let's
the main
see.
event, man.
Main
Talk
event.
about the main event. I've already talked about it enough.
I got a few notes here. Cena hit Lesnar with a legit elbow. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah, looked like, I think Jerry the King Lawler said he broke his nose. He broke his nose.
He did hit him pretty hard. Lesnar was bleeding a little bit from the nose. Nothing that big, though. It was a little bit of blood. This match could have used a little bit more. Lesnar stripped off his gloves like he was going to kill this guy. I loved that.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, though, by the end of the match, Lesnar actually looked really winded.
Dude, he did. He looked blown up before the end of the match.
Yeah, he looked tired, man.
He did look tired.
He looked like the Ultimate Warrior, after his entrance. True.
Yeah, he did look pretty bad. I'll give him that.
Ultimate Warrior, man. My favorite. You can see right here. I mean, you guys can't see, but he can see. Ultimate Warrior shirt right here.
There you go. I had mine on Saturday.
Yeah.
See? Look at us wearing wrestling shirts while doing the show.
Ultimate Warrior.
Jesus. So, yeah, there was all that. The match was going good, and I honestly was shocked when Rollins came out and interfered in the match. I don't know about you.
Yeah, I was as well.
It was very unexpected.
Yeah, but the only thing I was scared of was that they were just going to pretty much ruin his money in the bank, cashing in opportunity, which thankfully it didn't count. So that's good to hear. But it was kind of clever to extend the feud. I mean, you knew it was going to be a DQ. I'm pretty sure everybody knew Cena wasn't going to get the title, and they weren't going to just ruin the build-up that they've had for Brock just for Cena to get the belt again. And I'm pretty sure everybody knew something like a DQ was going to happen. So, I mean, this was kind of a clever way to do it.
Yeah, like I said, it was. I mean, I expected a clean. I was hoping for a clean finish, and at least Brock would win. The fact that Brock left there as champion made me happy. I didn't really care how it was done. Brock still was the champ, and that to me is what matters.
Right.
Because if they put that goddamn belt on him again, I was going to have to get in my car. I was going to have to drive here, listen to you rant.
Yeah. You would have had to do that, man.
I would have fucking loved it. I was actually...
would have had to do it.
There were a couple minutes there I was chanting for Cena.
It's gonna happen. He's gonna become the 16-time champion, unfortunately.
It'll happen. I got no doubt in my mind, and you obviously know it too. I got no doubt in my mind it's going to happen.
Yeah, fuck boy Cena.
It's definitely going to happen, and probably beginning of next year it'll happen.
I'll bet you John Cena wears his own slippers at home. You know the John Cena slippers, the moccasins.
He probably has his own lawn gnomes in his house
He
somewhere.
does. He's the type to do that. John Cena.
I could see it. I have lost my electronic cigarette. Oh well.
That's a problem.
Oh well. I got my vaporizer right here. I'll substitute with that.
Yeah.
I'll substitute. All right. Yeah, that was not our fault with the his Windows was messing up, not us.
So that was Night of Champions. Overall, I thought it was a pretty good pay-per-view. I'd give it an 8 out of 10.
Yeah, I'll go with that. I thought it was definitely a good pay per view, and wasn't bad at all. I enjoyed it. Like I said, there was a couple of things on there that were really stupid, really bad, but there was more good than bad.
Yeah, I think the ending to the match could have definitely been better. I think the Orton and Jericho match was just whatever. I didn't really particularly care for that. Divas match I didn't watch it, so I can't comment on it. So yeah, the rest of the show I liked.
Divas match wasn't that bad, I guess. Paige was in there. I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah. So yeah, this show happened. We had another pay-per-view, if we can still call it that.
Yeah, go ahead. No one's gonna say nothing.
Pay-per-view.
Pay-per-view.
But why pay-per-view when you can pay $9.99?
That's right, you idiots. I can't believe any of you paid $54.95 for this pay-per-view.
Yeah. I can't believe any of you idiots are actually carrying $9.99 signs.
You know they're handing those things out, man.
No, they're confiscating them. They're actually doing the opposite of handing them out.
Oh yeah, you're right. I forgot they're confiscating those fucking things. What a bunch of idiots! They're confiscating their own signs.
Yeah, they're not passing them out. They're taking them away.
Fucking dumbasses.
Yeah.
That's the way it goes, I guess.
Well, let's go ahead and take a 5-minute break, and then we'll get into Raw and some news.
Give me 1 second. Let me get the thing loaded up, and yeah, we can go ahead and take a quick break.
Monday Night Raw.
Raw. We will get into Raw when we get back. I'm glad everyone can hear me this time. I'm glad we're sounding crisp and clear. And we will be back in 5 minutes to go over Raw.
Yep.
That's it. Hold on.
Bazia.
Like that, we are back already.
We are back indeed.
You know you missed us. Don't fucking lie.
We're back. Back.
We're back and better than ever. We're back together forever. All right, that was a Jim Norton song from Opie and Anthony. Thank you.
What was Eric Bischoff's song? Wasn't that no, that was I'm Bad.
That was,
wasn't it?
No, it was close. It was close.
Yeah.
So it was definitely close, but it wasn't that exact song. But here we'll get to a little bit of news here before we go into Raw. Now, I'm going to go ahead and warn you. WWE and WWE Network won some awards. So get ready to hear them call this the award-winning WWE Network.
Fantastic.
I'm trying to figure out what they received: 4 gold and 13 silver W3 awards.
What is that?
Let's see. It's from the Academy of Interactive and Visual Arts. And it looks like they won some for the network, being groundbreaking. Slam City won an award for visual appeal. WWE.com received 3 silvers.
Joey Styles.
Joey Styles, baby.
Boy.
A lot, mostly awards like that, but from this, all you're going to hear now is award-winning WWE Network.
Yes, you will. I mean, can you blame them, though? Honestly,
No.
if you had a company, you'd do the same thing.
I do, but I noticed they stopped comparing themselves to Netflix.
Yes, they did. They cut that shit out fast.
Yeah, well, when Netflix has a few more subscribers than you might not want to do that.
Yeah. Couple million, a lot of million.
Yeah, exactly. Meanwhile, next month, November, is when their new numbers come out. I wonder how those are going to look. I wonder how the U.S. numbers are going to look.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know. I think it's probably going to be right around the same numbers, 700,000.
I got a feeling it might be 2. And if I remember from reading, they needed 2 million just in the United States to break even. That wasn't counting international. So I don't know what they need.
I think that's off, man. I think they said they need 1 million to break even.
It was a million. It was a million U.S. subscribers, and that was to almost break even. I read 2 million to break even, or maybe it was two. Maybe it was a million and 2 million for a profit. That might have been it, but that's still a lot. I don't know, man. This is still. That's still a lot of people to get to join your network when you're basically telling your audience they're idiots if they don't have it, even if they don't have access to it. But anyway.
Even worse than that, just the last week, basically the halftime thing. I mean, that's even more insulting to the fans. Basically, just saying, "Hey, the loyal fans that are watching this wrestling show, or I'm sorry, I didn't mean wrestling. I meant sports entertainment. They're watching this fucking sports entertainment show. Let them watch all the garbage for the first." Fucking 2 hours until it's NFL halftime, and then we'll win over those guys and give them something interesting. So fuck the loyal fans. You guys can watch the bullshit all along. It only matters when it's NFL halftime. That's insulting to me as a wrestling fan. So WWE.
There you go. And you know what? Forget the fans. Why would you want to say that when you have already had 2 companies stop carrying your pay-per-views? Do you want everyone to stop carrying your pay-per-views?
Probably. Maybe that is what they're doing.
Maybe honestly. It is? All right. What happens if this network fails?
They're fucked.
What are they going to be? They're going to be sucking some pay-per-view dick in that case, dude. I'll tell you right now. Big, hairy pay-per-view dick.
Yeah, Vince McMahon got his balls on the desk now, man.
Yeah, I mean this. You're right, and this network I think can make or break them. This is chopping block time.
Yeah.
So
I mean, same with WrestleMania 1. I mean, they take risks, they go all in. So
yeah,
hopefully it works out. I enjoy it, so I don't mind it.
No, I don't mind it either.
The network, the WWE Network,
only $9.99. Oh man, that was almost my stripper DJ voice.
The award-winning network.
Dude, that's where they should be. That's where they should be putting this thing out at. Strip bars.
We are better than CNN.
Strip bars should. That's it. Strip bars should be promoting the $9.99 network. Come on, guys, little tipping for the stripping. Kenny, you're on Maine. Bambi, you're on Champagne. The way $9.99 for the WWE network. Little tipping for the stripping, guys. The more that you give, the more they take off. Here we go. Crazy. Okay.
That's when Eric Bischoff's theme music should play right there.
Not that I've ever done that job before or anything. Okay, I did for a little while.
Yeah.
I did that for a little while. That was the best goddamn time I ever had.
Free tits.
It was, dude. Oh, I worked at a full nude place too.
Yeah, free vagina living.
Yeah, you should have seen some. This place was awesome. Then the lights would go on, and I'd run. But anyway, now that I've done my stripper voice for everybody, Honky Tonk Man. What was that?
I thought we were getting into Raw, but yeah, talk about some news. I actually read that, the Honky Tonk thing. That's
Honky Tonk Man is a little pissed. Honky Tonk Man is saying WWE is still trying to use his name. I honestly did not know that he owned the Honky Tonk Man name. Did you?
I didn't either. But, I mean, I've seen him on the indies.
Me too. And
doing the Honky Tonk thing, so I don't know.
Yeah, I thought that might have been, WWE didn't lock up every name when people left, which is why some people could still use it, but I did not know, and he took to Twitter and went off on WWE for this, and he's threatening to sue him. He's threatening to do, but I really never knew he owned the name, and now they're trying to stop this guy from appearing at indie events under that name. I can only guess this is his livelihood. This is how he still makes his money, is off the name.
Right.
Why would they even give a shit at this point?
Right. I mean, yeah, they're just being pricks.
Seriously. I mean, it's like they're pissed off that Alberto Del Rio got one over on him in court. So did CM Punk. Now they're trying to go after every little pissant thing they can find. I don't know.
Take it out on Honky Tonk Man. Come on.
Yeah, Honky Tonk Man. You know why? Because he did a couple of shoot interviews.
Well, he did some crazy stuff.
Yeah, but he's not the only one, and they've taken half those guys back.
Man, he was basically butt ass naked with New Jack and Iron Sheik in the same room, on camera.
Well,
with Rob Feinstein in the room, that makes it much more creepy.
Yeah, you're right. It does.
Yeah, let that sink in your mind for a minute.
I'd rather go to the next story.
I love the Iron Sheik though. Fuck you. Fuck you.
I like Sheik too. How can you, man? He's awesome. I still remember when he was on Opie and Anthony and peed his pants. It was just fucking, and he kept going. No, I had 10-inch cock. No, I did not piss pants. I fuck you with 10-inch cock.
Yeah, I love Iron Sheik.
He was crazy, man.
For anybody that may not know, I'm Persian myself, so we're the same. So I seen him at a convention, and I spoke to him in our native language, and he was so drunk. I caught him off guard. This dude was just completely just blasted. I had no idea what was going on. He signed the wrong name on my autograph.
Can you do the Persian clubs?
No,
you can't.
No, man, that's like a gimmick, man. People actually don't do that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's not real. But yeah, it's like the magic carpet. It's not like Indians actually fly on the magic carpet. It's just a fucking
what?
Game. Yeah, you didn't know that? Great Khali. He
Dude.
He actually takes the airplane when he travels around.
I figured. I always thought Great Khali was too tall for a magic carpet. That's why he didn't ride one down to the ring. I just figured it was just because he was too heavy and big.
Yeah, he should ride down to the ring on an elephant though.
I do. I won't do the elephant noise again, but I agree.
Yeah, that'd be great. They should do that.
That would be awesome.
We have any other news?
Yeah, I got more news. This was
breaking news.
Breaking news. This was comical. TNA earlier today posted an article about former WWE announcer Josh Matthews being at TNA headquarters. The article was deleted 30 minutes after it was posted.
That's a TNA move.
Yep. It read, today Josh Matthews was spotted outside of the TNA wrestling headquarters in Nashville, Tennessee. Matthews would later enter a closed-door meeting with TNA executives. No details on what was said, however. ImpactWrestling.com will keep you current when additional details are available.
Thanks, ImpactWrestling.com.
Yep. So 30 minutes later, it was deleted.
Thank you, Impact.
Yeah, and they got a picture of Josh Matthews standing outside. Ah, man, TNA should have invaded fucking at Night of Champions.
That would have been terrible.
Yeah, but I would have liked to have seen it anyway.
Yeah, that's never gonna happen.
No, I agree. There's that. That was what can you say? Vintage TNA move.
Not even vintage. That's the type of shit they're doing now.
They've been doing shit like this. They put
Speaking
out.
of TNA, can we talk about this for a minute?
Sure.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and give a spoiler alert. So if you don't want to hear TNA spoilers, put us on mute for a couple minutes. Let me give you a couple seconds to do that. All right. Spoilers. All right. Spoilers. Now, over the weekend, as you may know, they've had some tapings, and Samoa Joe lost the X Division title, and he lost it to who was it?
Loki.
Fucking Loki. Yeah, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
Loki. So that's one title change, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Then we got Bobby Lashley, who loses the title to Bobby Roode, which I don't mind, but I think Bobby Lashley was fine as a champion. I don't mind this, but let's put it in perspective. They got a TNA pay-per-view coming up October 12th, right? So they're gonna present I'm saying Brock Lesnar. They're gonna present Bobby Lashley as the champion at Bound for Glory. I'm assuming, right?
I would think
Since-
so. Yeah.
Yeah, since the tapings aren't going to air till the end of October,
Right.
in which, nobody, unless you read the spoilers, you wouldn't know that Bobby Roode is the current champion. So we're going to see Bobby Lashley with Bobby Roode's title at Bound for Glory. How much fucking sense does that make, TNA? Please answer that for me. I don't get it. I know a lot of people probably don't get it because it's fucking stupid. That's simply put. It's ridiculous, man. These guys have no fucking common sense. They changed all titles, dude. All the titles. That new girl, what's her name? The Amazon woman, whatever the fuck she is.
Havoc. Jessica Havoc.
Havoc. She won the title. She drops the title a week later. Why? What is the point? You just brought this girl in to make her look like a monster. You have her win the title and lose it to fucking Taryn Terrell at the same tapings.
Nice.
The Wolves, they're the next big tag team in TNA. They beat the Dudleys. They beat the Hardy Boys. Who the fuck beats the Wolves? Abyss and fucking James Storm. Why? How does that make sense? Why the fuck would you change the titles at the same show? Every fucking title changed. Every fucking title.
I know. I'm hoping this makes sense as as we see it unfold on TV. I'm hoping. I don't know if it will, but I'm hoping as it unfolds on television, it'll make sense. Maybe
but
it will.
Make
I don't
sense
know.
Bound for Glory. What about Bound for Glory, man?
It doesn't. And this is part of the problem with taping so far in advance that you really make yourselves look a little foolish, which no surprises there. But I don't know. I just don't. I'm just hoping it comes out looking better on TV than it does on paper because I read a few of those spoilers. I didn't read them all, but yeah. I don't know where it makes sense. Like I said, I'm just if it unfolds clearly on TV, I guess I shouldn't be. I really can't get upset yet.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it's going to make sense on the tapings, but
I'm
it's
not sure.
Well, yeah,
I'm not sure.
I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt. But
Okay, you can do that.
at Bound for Glory, it's for sure not going to make sense because Bobby Lashley is obviously going to come out with the title. And clearly he's not the champion anymore, so it doesn't make sense. And I'm not really sure how a fucking big wrestling company with all these writers and corporate people can't just have basic logic and common sense. I mean, it baffles my mind. I don't get it.
Oh, right now, neither company, in my opinion, has basic logic or common sense. But WWE is obviously a little better. I mean, but I mean, they've got no continuity in their storylines either half the time.
Yeah, but they don't do shit like this, man. I mean, this is bad, dude. This is honestly, think about it. They're gonna have the wrong champion come out. They could have got away with this in '87, dude. This is 2014. The internet exists. People know. It's not the '80s, man. It's not the '80s.
All right, you got a small point there.
Doesn't make sense.
You got a point, but I don't know, man. I don't know.
Abyss and James Storm, man. Come on.
I don't even know how they're a team. Did James Storm capture? I don't know.
I haven't watched TNA, but I don't think so. But you know who I would like to see in a tag team? I would like to see James Storm and Bram. I think they could be a good tag team.
Yeah. Meanwhile, I read that Bram and Magnus are actual legit. They're legit best friends that knew each other in England.
That's cool.
Yeah, I read an interview with Bram. I didn't. It wasn't worth posting or anything, but basically he was saying that he's, him and Magnus really are legit friends. They used to do all the indie circuits overseas together, and
yeah,
that's pretty cool. Good for them, be able to come back and do some shit together.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Bram looks like a legit badass, and Magnus, he looks like a sweetheart.
He kind of looks like a pretty boy, I know, but I guess they've known each other for a very long time, so whatever. Meanwhile, speaking of TNA, though, looks like they signed an Indian wrestler.
Yes.
Um,
Is he gonna come out on the flying carpet?
Mahabali Shira. I
Awesome.
know I botched that, but I'm no Indian, so excuse me for botching it. Don't get upset.
Mahabali Shira.
That's what it looks like. I don't know. I guess this is all because of their big deal in India that TNA and Sony 6, which is I guess the station out there, is doing it. So,
Or maybe it's because WWE invested $100 million in India, so
T-
TNA wants to go ahead and copy. And
actually, TNA had their deal. TNA already had a deal in India before
Yeah.
WWE.
that's a first.
Yeah, TNA's got some. TNA's had a few overseas deals before WWE. Actually, believe it or not. I know they'll never admit it, but it's true. So yeah, there's that. They signed themselves someone new. I guess he was in Rinka King. Whoever saw that, I watched it. I liked that one episode they did. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, I've never seen it.
It wasn't bad. You could find it somewhere, but all right, let's get into this last little news item, and then we'll get into Raw.
Raw.
Because actually, this happened after Raw last night. A male fan reportedly hopped the barrier at ringside after Monday's WWE Raw in Memphis.
There's something like tapping against your microphone.
Sorry. The fan was trying to get to John Cena while Cena was going around the ringside greeting fans. Fans in attendance said it appeared the fan was trying to get to Cena to embrace him, not attack him. WWE security immediately took the fan down and carried him out to the back. Cena, of course, went over, gave him a high five as he was being taken away, and returned to greeting fans at ringside.
Of course, John Cena gave the guy a high five. That's fucking cornball. Of course he did.
Of course he did. So Cena was almost attacked by a fan trying to hug him, a male fan.
A male groupie. Wonderful.
A male C Nation fan.
Well, he deserved his ass whoop for trying to embrace Cena like that.
Yeah, good point.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, that happened, and I'm reading that. I read that right off of Wrestling Inc. So it wasn't just me.
Yeah. Wow. I mean, to each his own. I respect everybody's opinion. I just don't get anybody above 20, above 15 for that matter. Just liking this guy. I mean, he's so just cookie cutter, just, white meat baby face, just fucking I don't know, man.
Yeah, I know. I got you. I don't know. But yeah, he was attacked by a male fan. Isn't that awesome?
I guess. It would have been more awesome if he actually got attacked by the fan.
Yeah, I'd feel better about that. So, anyway, I just thought I'd mention that. And we can get into Raw.
Raw!
Yeah, let's talk about Raw.
Let's talk about some Raw is War. Or Raw is... They should just change it to Raw is Soft.
What?
Raw is Soft. You know the whole NXT gimmick? The SAWFT thing? Just change it to Raw is Soft.
Don't start with that form. Don't start with that shit.
Yeah, man. Raw is soft.
How about just Raw is shit?
Just Raw soft, man. I'm telling you, that's where it's at. It used to be a war, man. It's just soft now.
Raw is shit. As bad as last week's Raw? No, not as bad as last week's Raw.
I think last week's was probably better than this week's.
So, yeah, you enjoyed last week's. I didn't.
Yeah.
So, anyway, I liked the beginning. I thought Raw was going to start off good when Ambrose started off coming out to the ring. I was going, okay, cool.
No, it wasn't last week that I liked. It was the week prior to that. Yeah, last week's I hated it because it ended with Rusev and Henry. Yeah, I don't think that was a show that I said I liked.
Look, I just said I wasn't that good with time about 20 minutes
Yeah.
ago, okay?
Yeah, I'm getting my times mixed up too, man. Thanks.
That's all right. Who
Dick.
cares? Who cares? But Ambrose comes out on Raw to start the show, and I was a little pumped for Ambrose coming out.
Yeah.
I really like his odd promos, how he moves, just the little things he does.
Yeah.
His facial expressions really make his promos even more odd yet amazing. In my that's my opinion, at least.
Yeah, man. He's the whole package.
Yeah, really is, and just really great. I'm always like his promos.
So, of course, go ahead and tell the folks what happened after that. Of course, anybody that gets over in the WWE, the guy has to come and steal their fucking light. So, guess who came out next?
Cena comes out to steal his thunder.
John Cena sucks.
God, I wish that caught on more.
I know, man. They should be doing that every week. I'm sure. Actually, they probably do it. They just kind of add some audio in there, man, and block it out.
They can edit the live audio now, so who knows?
Yeah.
They got that 7-second delay they can pop in there. So, yep. Cena comes out, starts being corny. Like I said, I did like that Ambrose at least called him out on it. Don't get in my way, blah blah. I did like that, but Cena said he was gonna cash in his ass kicking in the bank contract.
You just sounded like John Cena reading off a script right now.
I'm sorry.
That's how this guy comes out every week and does promos.
I
am cashing in my I'm cashing in my. Hold on, I botched the whole thing. Let me do it one more time. I am cashing in my kick your ass contract, Money in the Bank tonight. I am a fucking robot named John Cena. Please like me, the universe.
I thought that was my Brie Bella impression when I did the robot.
Fuck that guy, man.
Yeah, I know, man. It was bad. He comes down, and then I don't know. And then
Seth Rollins came out, and
Rollins and Triple H, Stephanie, Orton, and let's not forget Corporate Kane comes out with them.
Yeah, they all came out and had a nice little brawl that carried out to the backstage. And, of course, Corporate Kane and Randy Orton are getting tired of Seth Rollins setting fires and not being able to handle his own situations. And they're basically babysitting this guy, so they're kind of pissed off at him. And basically, John Cena and Dean Ambrose chase down Seth Rollins to the back. We have a nice little backstage brawl, which I've been missing.
Yep.
That kind of stuff is entertaining to me. And what I did like is that Seth Rollins, he was pretty good at getting away. He made it look real. It wasn't like he was just pacing back and forth to kill time to let them catch up to him, to make it look staged and all that. He actually looked like he was trying to run away, so it looked cool. He pulled it off. I liked how he stole the car and Ambrose tried to jump in the trunk. I like that. Little things like that, man. I don't know. I kind of like the segment. I just wish Cena wasn't in it. Just take this guy off, man.
Yeah,
this guy's poison.
It's kind of like you just got to do that. You got to take Raw segment by segment instead of just the whole show. Like, this was a good segment. I did enjoy this. I did. Yeah. I really enjoyed the backstage stuff. Like you said, I missed that too. It's definitely something that they need to do as much as possible.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So after this, we had our first match of the night, which we had Dolph Ziggler in a rematch from Night of Champions and from a rematch from the prior week and the prior pay-per-view and the month before that and the 2 months before that. So basically, yeah, the same match we've been seeing, but although it's entertaining, I like it. It's pretty good stuff. It's entertaining, but yeah, they had a rematch of Night of the Champions, which pinned Dolph Ziggler against Miz.
Yep. So. Miz. Let me just start by saying Mizdow came down with a replica IC title.
Awesome.
I was laughing my ass off because he came down with that. I thought it was awesome. And yeah, didn't we just pay $9.99 for this match the night before?
Yeah, we did. We wasted our $9.99.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
making sure. And what happened to R. Ziggler?
I don't know.
He's gone.
He put his pants back on.
He just left. He's not there. I was a little disappointed, but yeah.
Well, I wouldn't go as far as to say that I'm disappointed in R. Ziggler not showing up, but
All right, bad choice of words.
yeah. So we had a rematch, and basically, what I don't get is that we had another title change, which just doesn't make any sense. They just had a title change the night prior to this.
Yeah, and
Had another title change. Great match, don't get me wrong. It was entertaining, and I'm happy Ziggler got it again. But what was the point?
yes, but for a fun fact, this is not the first time this has happened to the Miz.
Yeah.
In 2013, during the WrestleMania pre-show, he lost it. He took it from Wade Barrett and then lost it the next night again.
I've got some bad news.
Yeah, I got some bad news. Miz shouldn't have titles.
Yeah. He loses it all the time.
He lost it the next night. So 2013, loses it. 2014, next night. Same thing.
Yep.
God damn. Deja vu, man.
I'm glad Ziggler got the title. So this was a pretty good Raw so far. I mean,
Yeah. JBL was still, god damn was he annoying during this match.
well, when is he not?
It's like they don't give a shit about the Miz Ziggler matches. It's like they're doing it on purpose. That I don't know. It's horrible what they're doing to these matches.
Yeah, I agree.
The commentary was just shit again last night on this match, but whatever. JBL just needs to shut the fuck up. I'm sorry. He does.
That he does.
He does. So, whatever. But yeah, this match, I'm glad Ziggler got the title back too. Definitely glad.
Next matchup, we had Bo Dallas against Jack Swagger.
Bo Dallas already in the ring. No entrance.
No entrance.
No entrance for him. Oh man, yeah. One thing I noticed about this was Bo went to kick Swagger at one point and fell almost on his face, but grabbed the ropes.
He's a believer, man.
Yeah. Speaking of saying that, I liked how Zeb Coulter did a little Percy Pringle tribute there.
Yeah.
When he said "believe," that was nice. But
Swagger
what was that?
I like Zeb.
I do too, and him and Swagger are just awesome right now. And Swagger did win that match due to Patriot Lock.
Yeah.
And I don't know. There wasn't much to say about that match, really.
Yeah, Bo Dallas, he's been tapping out, weekly to Jack Swagger. So
yeah,
not a good look, man. Not getting an entrance, tapping out every week. I don't know, man.
Yeah, but yeah. So I don't know. I don't know what they're planning on doing with Bo. Honestly, don't.
Yeah.
See, we've seen this match already a bunch of times. I'm not sure where this can go from here.
Yeah, I was big on the guy in the beginning, as you know, man. He's kind of the shits now. So I'm even giving up on the guy.
Well, WWE can do that to you. If they don't want you to like a guy, they're going to make sure you don't fucking like the guy.
Yes, they can. But what do we have next? Next, we got Kane and Dean Ambrose, I believe, right?
See, you really do not give a shit about the Divas matches, don't you?
I don't. Do we have one?
Yes, we had
Come on. Talk about this shit, man. Are you fucking kidding me?
I got no notes, but I'll put it in there because it'll keep the flow of the show. Summer Rae with Layla, Natalya with Rosa. Natalya wins for submission. Summer Rae, this is all a Total Divas commercial. It is nothing more. It's their minute and a half of Total Divas commercial, quick promo, 2-minute match, and on to the next match. Yes, Shaheen. Ambrose versus Kane.
Yeah. back to reality.
Back to reality. I just wanted to throw that in there.
Yeah. Kane, this was actually a pretty bad match, I thought. I don't know about you. I thought it was a pretty bad match, and it's not because of Ambrose. It's just because Kane used to be really good in the ring, man. I just think he's getting older, and he just doesn't really care as much. He botched a lot of spots. I mean, I remember there was a part where, Ambrose was coming off the ropes, and he just put his head down like way before, it was time. His timing was off. He was botching a lot of spots. The DDTs that he took, just everything. Just the timing was off. Kane is just, I don't know, man. He should have left a couple years ago on a good note.
Yeah, probably. I mean, it's probably time for him to start if you want to have him corporate Kane and be like a GM or something, I got no problem with that, as much as I can't stand the whole GM thing. But if you want to leave him in that role, leave him in that role. That's fine. He doesn't need to be out there having matches anymore, if you ask me.
No, he doesn't. Absolutely not, man. So this match, it was what it was. I mean, it happened.
Honestly, my notes didn't start until Rollins interfered.
Yeah.
Rollins comes down, and then they go to commercial, but Ambrose attacks Rollins backstage again, and Stephanie and Triple H and Jamie Noble,
the tough guy,
Jamie Noble, who I think again was trending last night. This guy's career is revamped through just being a security guard. And Jamie Noble, and they throw Dean in a closet. And Stephanie brings up the exact fact everyone talks about. Have we ever thrown anyone out of here that didn't come back? Good on you. Good on you, Stephanie. Don't insult our intelligence.
That is good, but don't worry about it. Don't do it again in 2 weeks, since, of course our memories are all fucked up according to them, so we don't remember anything.
No. Well, I don't, obviously.
Well, that's you, but
I am right up their alley when it comes to a fan.
Yeah.
So,
man. So you are the target audience, right? Is that what you're saying?
Dude, even their target audience isn't their target audience. That's the sad thing.
Yeah.
They're targeting towards the kids, and the kids are not watching their program. It's way more 18 to 45, actually 18 to 50 is their demographic.
Yeah.
But they don't seem to see that care or...
No, they see it. They just pretend to... They pretend like it's still just all kids watching.
Yeah, it's, kind of like the magician, oh, look, here's the trick over here. No, it's not. Oh, it's over here. No, oh, we don't know what's happening. It's an illusion.
Yeah, I mean, the Attitude Era, and even the Golden Age, 80s and 90s, there was way more kids than there is now. When you look at it now, it's just a bunch of grown-ups.
Dude, even go back and look at even WCW. Remember in the beginning they would pan through the crowd? How many kids were in that audience?
A lot.
And they would do the same thing on WWE. Pan through the crowd, kids all over. I'd say there was probably more kids back then than now.
Yeah, definitely, man. You know how many kids used to wear NWO shirts and all that? I mean...
Yeah, I know,
man.
It now. I literally, I would go to the mall or something and see at least 5 or 6 people wearing a shirt, a wrestling shirt. I don't see it. Now I see it and it's like, wow. And usually when I do, when it's an old shirt, like you said, like an NWO shirt or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw a guy a couple months ago driving down the road. I saw a guy in an NWO shirt. I peeped at him. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Who knows? So, I don't know. It was pretty badass.
For life.
That's it, man.
What do we have next? I think we had the 6-man tag. Is that what it is?
You got it. Sheamus and the Usos.
Ooh, so crazy.
Yeah, versus the Dust Brothers and Cesaro. Yeah, man.
Another great match, man. I loved it. Rematch from last week, correct?
Was it?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. I guess it was.
Yeah. Another good match, though. Last week, that was my favorite part of the show, and this week, probably the same thing again.
Yeah, even though I think Cody ended up humping one of the Usos on the ropes real quick, which looked a little creepy. I'm like, oh my god, did the Yeti come back?
Oh man,
No.
Dusty Rhodes, he must be proud.
Boy, there's some weird shit going on at this house, baby. Whoo, weird stuff going on here, baby. I'm gonna tell you right now, it's funkier than a monkey up in here, baby.
Oh man,
My Dusty isn't that good. So
I liked it, man. That was good.
thanks. Sheamus took a hell of a bump in this match, though, hitting the floor the way he did.
Oh yeah, that was
Yeah.
brutal. You went head first, man.
Yeah, and my other note is JBL shut the fuck up with Uso crazy every fucking second.
Yeah, man. JBL's been it's been annoying for quite some time.
Anything these guys do, though, anything the Usos do, Uso crazy. What do you think, Michael?
Man, JBL, man, he is something else, isn't he?
Speaking of Michael, what the fuck was he wearing last night?
Yes.
What
Oh my
in
God,
the
I forgot.
living? What he?
He looked like a cartoon character from like Pink Panther or something.
Dude, he looked like that guy that Chris Farley used to play that would go in and try to help the kids.
Well, SNL?
Yes, on Saturday Night Live. Oh
Yeah.
my God.
Yeah, that was a terrible suit, man.
It was absolutely. I couldn't. I had.
Kinda make it, he kind of looked gay in it.
He looked horrible. I don't know who. He must have lost a bet. Is all I could think when I was watching it.
Is he actually gay? Or is he married, or what is he?
I think he's married. I don't know. I've never looked. Never cared.
Ever since he shaved his like mustache and goatee off, he kind of comes off gay to me. I don't know why.
I'll just wait for the best of Michael Cole DVD to come out. The 3-disc set.
Wow, I will not be watching that.
You know it'll come out.
No, it's not.
It'll come out. It'll come out before a Jim Ross one will. I guarantee that shit.
Neither of them are coming out.
Yeah. Oh, that was fucking funny.
Yeah, that was a really good match. Yeah.
It was a good match, but here's my problem. The Dust Brothers win the titles,
Yeah.
and then the night afterwards they come out and get pinned clean. Nothing weird, no shenanigans, no shits and giggles, clean pin.
Well, I think this is to extend the feud with because now technically they're the number one contenders again for the titles, right?
Then someone should have just interfered. You shouldn't have your champs lose the night after they get them.
Yeah, it's stupid, but they don't give a shit, man.
I know, just my opinion.
They don't care, man. But yeah, Usos and Sheamus won. It was a great match. You know, match of the night probably.
Yeah, probably. And then right after that, we get. There's a reason I'm bringing this up. We get a WWE 2K15 ad, which they went back to 1998 for a song.
Yeah. Ball with the ball, the bang, the get.
Okay, what with the fuck are you doing with this song?
I don't know, man. Made no sense, but whatever.
I'm sitting there like, wait, wait a minute. Is this 1999? What?
I liked it, man. I'd rather hear that than some other generic bullshit.
I
I'd rather
like-
hear that than fucking Florida to Memphis line or whatever it was.
Memphis. Look, I like Kid Rock. Don't get me wrong, but I mean, I like some of his stuff. I do. I'm not gonna lie, but this is something honestly TNA would do because they didn't want to pay a lot of money for the song. It is. They would pick a song from like they would pick like an Alice in Chains grind or something for their music. You know, it's just I don't know. I mean,
That
I
game
don't
looks pretty cool though. I'm not big on games. I never really got into playing games and all that, but it looks pretty cool.
I've been playing a little more. My son's been getting into playing some of the games. He was playing that WWE All-Star game, the one where they're all jacked up and
Yeah, I think I have that. See, that's the thing with me, man. I buy shit and I never play it.
yeah, my son found it the other day and he's been playing it, so he makes me play it with him, and I had to go buy a new controller because my little one put the other controller in my dog's water bowl.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's always fun.
Now you see why I don't have time to watch pay-per-views sometimes. I'm trying to save Xbox controllers from dogs' water bowls.
There you go, man.
So there we go. But anyway, that was my little rant on the song. You got anything to say?
No, I didn't mind the song. I like the commercial. I think it's going to be cool. But my problem is the whole tease that they did on Twitter last week with the whole next generation thing. Is this what they were talking about? The reveal of the roster for the game?
Yes.
Are you fucking kidding me? This
No.
is it?
Yep, that was it.
Wow.
That was it. The game.
God, man, come on. Ah, my God. Imagine, honestly, why can't they just bring up Steen and Kenta and fucking Neville and put these guys in a faction and just have them not even invade, just come in and take over. Say, hey, you know what? We're not going to NXT. We're good enough to be here.
Because they have bad indie habits that Triple H needs to break.
Yeah, but I mean, come on, man.
I'm being sarcastic, by the way, but that is the real reason. That's the real reason, and I think it's ridiculous. I mean,
it could be so much more interesting than seeing John Cena versus Randy Orton for the fucking, I don't know, how many times have they wrestled? Throw out any kind of number out there in the high 4 digits. It's probably the right number.
Yeah, you're probably right about there.
I've had enough of them, man.
Yeah, I know, but all right. Now that I guess we can get to the next match. I guess
Rusev Moskia.
Yep, versus
Rusev.
Henry. Henry came out again crying like a pussy.
I like this, man. The crowd completely just shitted on this guy.
Y'all got the right to what me or do whatever you want to me. Well, Mark, you don't want to say do whatever you want to you.
Exactly, man. I thought he lost it, man. He let the whole what thing get to him. He probably got yelled at when he went backstage because he's usually good on the mic, but that was a terrible promo.
But he's been doing that cadence lately that's letting him do the what. They don't do the what chance if you don't let these motherfuckers do the goddamn what chance.
Watch Stephanie. Watch how she breaks it apart.
Oh yeah, she'll steamroll right over those sons of bitches. Good for her, dude.
Yeah, she no-sells it, man.
Yeah, she just bores right through it like it ain't even there.
Yep.
And that's the best way to do it. But Henry puts that cadence in his promo to where they can just give him the goddamn what chant. You can't do that shit. You're going to go out there. They need to be talking. Roll it. Let it steam. Let it flow.
What?
Huh?
What?
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 Faggot says.
What?
See?
What? Man, I'm looking at Michael. Michael. I'm looking at a suit right now again, and this is terrible for humanity.
Do you watch during the show?
Well, I always put it on in the background again, and I skip through it. So
okay.
It just reminds me of what happened again, because it's not that interesting to the point that it actually sticks out to me. So it just kind of, refreshes my memory.
Oh, don't worry. You're going to get up. We'll just, wait till we get to the next match.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we're still on Rusev versus Henry. Henry, the only thing I noticed about Henry is and I don't know why he did it, but he did the Junkyard Dog headbutt.
Well, I think it's because he was in Memphis.
Okay. All right, I'll give him that.
Yeah.
I'll give him that. I got to tell you, I liked both these guys the night before, but I thought this match was very slow, very boring, went way too long.
Yeah, they were trying to sell the injury and all that.
Yeah, and then Henry did the same thing Swagger just did, 3 weeks ago?
Yeah. By
passing out, not tapping out.
Yeah, they're just trying to keep these guys looking strong, although he just beat them clean the night before, so who gives a shit? He already beat him clean, so it doesn't matter.
It didn't matter.
Makes no sense, but whatever, man.
It didn't. But now we get into Bunny Mania, right, Michael?
Dude, I'm speechless. I don't want to.
All right. First of all,
Well, what is this? Is this fucking Chikara? Even Chikara wouldn't do this, man. I mean, speaking of Chikara, actually, Chikara was pretty good. They wouldn't put this bunny over, man. It's not good for business, man. This is not good for business.
everyone kept telling me, "Oh, it's awesome. I like it." Look, I liked who was under the suit, and the more I posted something on the Facebook page.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, THT, facebook.com/group/THT podcast. That those pictures show that the bunny more than likely is Justin Gabriel.
Yeah,
So-
I couldn't care less, man. I don't give a shit about the bunny. I don't give a shit about Adam Rose. I don't care about Fandango. I don't care about Cena. Don't give a shit about Corporate Kane. Don't care for Big Show. Don't care for none of these guys.
Okay, cool.
Don't care about the Divas, Total Divas, the Bella Twins, Jerry Springer. Don't care, man. Don't give a shit. That's not the next generation, dude. I thought they were teasing something special and something new. I was excited. Then
Yeah.
no, we got the video game.
I think a lot of people were expecting some of the NXT guys to get a match, maybe two.
Yeah.
I mean, it's only a 3-hour show. I don't know, why would you want to do something like that?
Right. It's obviously not long enough.
No, and yeah, I agree. But yeah, it was Adam Rose and the Bunny versus Heath Slater and Titus O'Neil, or as they call him, Slater Gator.
Yeah, I'm not really feeling that tag team, man. I don't know about. They
And-
don't. Doesn't work for me.
Not me either. And again, they took this moment to again call you a motherfucking idiot for buying the pay-per-view.
Basically.
Basically, again, they did. And JBL wouldn't stop yelling hashtag Bunny Mania. And Adam Rose and the Bunny ended up winning this match.
Wonderful. This is great television.
Yeah.
Get a bunny in a suit, and it's not Easter time yet. So
Yeah. So
great. I'm sure. What's his name? Gabriel, whatever his name is. I'm sure he's proud to be in that suit.
yeah, I'm sure he's really glad he left South Africa to come here and make a living.
Yep. It's got to be a great feeling.
Gotta be. Meanwhile, he wasn't even on the indie circuit over there, so good for him.
Yeah, he got on Total Divas for like an episode, I think.
Yeah, with Whore. What's her name?
Whore.
Was it Summer Rae or was it the other one?
Who gives a shit, man? They're all
Was
the
it
same.
Eva?
Couldn't tell you.
I can't remember. Who cares? Let's just call him Whore, and everybody can figure it out from there.
There you go.
Yeah. So after this match, Nikki
I'll
comes.
I'll
Go
tell
ahead.
you what, though. Hold on one second. Just because you mentioned her.
Okay.
Summer Rae, man. Oh, dude, she looks terrible, man. I don't know what people see in her backstage. Honestly, she should be in The Wizard of Oz. You know, the witch. She could play that role.
She could.
She could pull that off.
Big
She
Bird.
could pull that off.
She could be Big Bird without even having to put on the suit.
Yes, she could.
She could.
She's just oh man, I don't know, man. Summer Rae, all these new girls they're bringing up are just all garbage.
Yeah, Summer Rae.
Paige and AJ are fine. Ric Flair's daughter's pretty decent for just being in the business for a year. I wouldn't mind seeing her come up. Although she botched the hell out of that moonsault a couple weeks ago. Yeah, that was terrible. But I mean, these other girls, man, they're all garbage, dude. I can't watch this, man. I mean, what is her name? The Spanish chick that was banging Michael Hayes.
Allegedly. Rosa.
Yeah, Rosa Mendez, whatever her name. Don't care for her. Summer Rae, like all of these people are just fucking garbage, man. Nobody cares for these people, man.
No, and now you're getting, whether you want to watch it or not, you're getting Total Divas stuff. You're having to watch it. It's really all these matches are for, except the AJ match. But, luckily AJ, I don't know why, I'm kind of glad AJ didn't go on Total Divas, but.
Why do you think that is? You think she didn't want to go on there, or is there?
I don't know. They might not have, I don't know. I mean, there's no telling why. She might have. I could see Punk telling her, don't do that bullshit.
Yeah, can't blame him, man. Probably a good decision.
Dude, they really. I mean, why would? Excuse me. Why would you show your divas looking like complete, total crazy cunts on Raw? Why would you want to do that? Why would you make them look so bad?
Because, man, this is the same company that steals fucking signs away from people that's promoting their company for free.
Yeah, I guess you got a point.
This is the same people that had John Cena and Randy Orton in the main event after we've watched it 1,000 times already.
Okay. Now I see where you're coming from. I got you. And you're right. It is that is.
Yeah.
That is. So, I don't know. We got another Nikki and Brie segment, I think, didn't we?
No, it was a match.
No, AJ. The match was AJ. No, we did get a Nikki and Brie segment. Nikki had on the hat from Caitlyn a few months ago.
I again, this is the time where I walk my dog. So
okay, I'll don't worry, man. I'm not going to be long. This is when they did the weird ass to ass move. And the one thing I notice is during these diva matches, you know who you don't hear a lot? Lawler.
It's because he's thinking puppies.
Yes, exactly. And Paige was on commentary, and she kept standing up and doing these little sexy poses with her hips. And I'm sure he was just probably doing everything he could not to just run one off right there behind the fucking desk.
Pops a boner instantly.
You don't hear him, and there's no way he's standing up during one of those matches.
Not happening.
Not happening. You guys stand up. I'll be there in a minute. Okay.
Man.
Yeah.
I can't believe Lawler was actually wrestling a couple months ago.
That's not his first match, dude. He's done a couple of matches.
Yeah, I know he had one against Kevin Steen right before he left.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Kevin Steen and Jerry. I got to check that out, man.
I'm sure it's good. Lawler can entertain still, and he puts on a hell of a match.
Yeah.
So good. Whatever. I'd pay to see Lawler still.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, this is when they were. This was AJ versus Nikki. Though the whole Brie and Nikki thing happened, and then Brie got thrown out of the ring. AJ walks down. They have a match. Paige on commentary. AJ won.
See what I mean, man? It's not interesting. You don't give a shit about it, man. Nobody gives. It's not even worth talking about it.
Nope. And now we get. What do you think we get now? It is our.
This is your main event of the evening.
There we go. Main event of the evening.
John Cena versus Randy Orton.
That's right.
The next generation.
Rollins and Kane at ringside. I'm sorry, Rollins and corporate Kane at ringside.
Yeah.
There was a big covered up cube over by Lawler. What could that have been? I don't know. What did you notice about this match?
I watched it towards the end. My DVR cut out, so I don't know what happened towards the end of the show. But overall, just a typical John Cena and Randy Orton match. I mean, it wasn't a bad match, per se, but I've seen it before. I don't need to see it again. I've seen them in TLC matches. I've seen them in I Quit matches. I've seen it all, man. It's enough. I don't need to see it again. Yeah. Not on Raw, not on SmackDown, not on Replay, not on fucking Main Event, not on Saturday Morning Slam. I just don't need it. I don't need it.
Yeah, I know. I agree. But I can tell you what happened, though. Rollins and Kane attacked Cena as he put Orton in an STF, his usual horrible STF.
Yeah, little things like that makes him a terrible wrestler, man. He leaves so much breathing space when he's doing the STF. It looks ridiculous.
During the Brock match, it was probably the worst because he would literally, Brock's so big, you can see when you don't put pressure. He would literally barely put his hands down and wouldn't even snug them back at all.
Yeah.
They're
big guys, man. Why can't you just choke them a little bit? They're big guys. They're not going to
Oh, yeah. And Brock can take it.
Exactly.
I don't know. But yeah,
stop being such a fucking pussy.
Yeah, I know. And then, they come out, they clear the table. Ambrose comes running out, and all I could think of when Ambrose came running out was the scene in Breakfast Club when Bender sneaks out of the closet. So I'm picturing Dean Ambrose telling a joke as he's walking over and sneaking out of the closet. And he comes out and starts swinging and taking out everybody off the top rope, this, that, nailing everybody. And Cena comes back in, breaks it up, helps out. Rollins runs into the crowd.
Shadows of Austin, man.
Yeah, and then Ambrose's music hits, and him and Cena are in the ring. And again, I'm going to say this one more time, get Ambrose away from Cena now, today, this second, ASAP.
Please, please, please.
Absolutely. It's
I don't
death touch.
If you're gonna have them near him, have them feud. I don't care about that. Don't have them buddy with this guy. Please don't do that shit with this guy again, man. They've done it with everybody. They've done it with Daniel Bryan. They were doing it with Cesaro. With Cena really putting over this guy at fucking European shows and all this stuff. Stop doing it, man. You don't need this guy co-signing any of the the people on the roster.
Who does he help?
Yeah, who is? I mean, yeah.
Who's he helping? I mean, everyone thought, oh, he had such a great match with Bray, a couple of great matches. Bray's gonna, where was Bray last night?
Where's Bray been at all?
Where's he been? Besides that, no mention of no Brock Lesnar last night, no Paul Heyman last night. Was this the Night of Champions fallout or just another Raw?
Yeah.
It was just another Raw, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, no Luke Harper, just nothing.
No.
Where are those guys at?
I don't know. I don't know what's going on, but seems like they're just not bringing out their guys. I don't know. They're just not doing it. I mean, and everyone really thought after Cena worked with Bray, oh my God, it's going to be amazing. Cena really lifted him up.
Yeah, right.
Blah blah blah, and I remember a few. What was it? The beginning of this year when the Shield was out there. Everyone, oh, Ambrose with the Shield and Cena. Ambrose is just breakout star, and he's not helping these people. They got to get him away. I'm hoping, it's obvious what they're doing, trying to get Cena cheers, via Ambrose being way over.
Right.
Well, what's going to happen. They're just going to start booing Ambrose and.
Yeah.
Not that he couldn't handle it.
Yeah. Next, you're gonna have them giving each other back rubs. That's what you're gonna get. John Cena giving Ambrose back rubs and trading back and forth.
Damian Sandow taking pictures of him in the back, spray tanning each other.
There you go, folks. Look forward to that.
Yeah,
that should be fun.
Yeah. Let's hope WWE doesn't take that idea from us.
You're welcome.
No, you're not. No, you're not. The one time you're not welcome.
They're probably going to do it. This is probably going to be the time they actually steal in ideas. Just like have these guys just go completely gay in the ring.
Oh, God. So that was Raw.
That was Raw.
That was Raw.
Yeah. An episode of Raw did happen this Monday.
It did. It did. And I'm hoping next week is better, but.
I don't know how this happens, man, because they have a really good pay-per-view, and then the follow-up is just completely shit.
And do you remember? And I know we're gonna. They're always talking about the old shit. Back in the day, you were psyched to watch a pay-per-view, after pay-per-view Raw.
Right.
It was like, oh, I can't wait to watch. This shit's gonna happen tonight from what happened last night. I don't give a shit anymore. I don't give a shit anymore.
That's because the top guys are all just fucking worn out and terrible, man. The mid card is fine, really. It's just the top guys. The top guys, there is no top guys. Cena, Orton, all these guys don't want to see them. Brock, he's fine, but he's not around every time, which I'm fine with that. But they need replacements for these guys that have been around all the time. I mean, Orton, let's face it, he's still very young. He's not going away. But maybe just take this guy off TV for 6 months. Do something different with him. I don't need to see him every week.
God forbid they do that.
Well, please do that, man.
They don't want to.
Please.
They don't want to do anything different with fucking anybody. That's one of the problems, dude.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I don't know, man. I mean, Ambrose is a little bit different, so hopefully they give him the ball and let him run with it.
I guess
He's
we'll
gonna
see.
be, yeah, he's gonna be one of those guys that's like a Daniel Bryan that the fans really just force them to give him that push and really leave them with no choice but to give him a push. So hopefully that happens. I wouldn't mind that.
No, me neither. That's exactly what I hope fucking happens, dude. They need to do something, but just get him away from Cena. I will say, I think if anybody might not, if anyone could withstand, the whole Cena thing, it is Ambrose. He's that over that I don't think it matters. And Cena working with Bryan probably actually, that might be one person he did help so far. So maybe you're right. Maybe he will do the same thing.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I hope he starts putting some guys over, man. I mean, he's not getting any younger.
No, none of us are.
Exactly. So
I know I'm not.
might as well just start. I mean, nobody is. You're not going to be. You're never going to be as young as you are today. So gotta
No.
just gotta face it, man. I mean, how old is the guy? 36, 37, something like that.
Ambrose or Cena?
No, Cena.
36 or 7, one of the two. I'm not sure when his birthday is. I know
Yeah,
he's one of the two.
Either one. I mean, his career is clearly winding down in the next few years. I mean, gotta start putting over guys, man. I mean, I was honestly surprised at this, man. I told you I bought all those shoot interviews since we're finished with Raw and everything else. We talk about some random shit.
Go for it.
But yeah, one of the shoots that I was watching was the Mountie, Jacques Rougeau, and he was really putting over Hogan. He said Hogan came to Canada, did one of his independent shows in '97 when he was like right with the NWO and all that, and he came to Canada, and he wanted this to happen. He suggested to the Mountie that he should go over. Not Hulk Hogan should go over. He was going to lay down for the Mountie, and that's what he did. He laid down for Jacques Rougeau, which really surprised me. I was like, what? Hogan?
Oh, Hogan doesn't lay down for anybody.
Yeah. So, I mean,
Yeah.
Certain situations, I guess, it wasn't like it was televised or anything, I guess. I guess it was just, he said it was about 16,000 people, so I guess they saw it, but,
That's a pretty damn good crowd.
Yeah, I'd never heard of this happening, but
No.
Anyway.
I've never recorded or anything?
I never bothered to check it on YouTube or anything, but I never heard of this match, so
Huh.
Huh.
Have to try to find that motherfucker.
yeah. But
Hell yeah.
yeah, he had a lot of problems, man. Mountie, he had problems with everybody.
Really?
Yeah, he had problems with the Steiners as well. Of course, the whole thing with Dynamite Kid and everything, right?
That I did, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
That kind of surprised me, man. I mean, he kind of just bitched them out.
Yeah?
Because the Bulldogs, they were supposed to be the tough guys, man. They were the bullies in the locker room.
Yeah.
And, they get hit with a sack of quarters and, teeth go flying, and they quit the next day pretty much, or quit a couple weeks after.
Stack of quarters will do that to you.
Yeah, but when you're Dynamite Kid and you're taking fucking, horse steroids, I would expect a couple of teeth flying out isn't going to stop you, especially when you got that kind of reputation and you brag about those rights and everything. But I don't know. It's just
I don't
weird.
know.
They always say that he was never the same man after that whole incident.
Getting some teeth knocked out will humble you.
Yeah. Plus, he retired not too long after that. So.
Yeah. He's looking pretty bad now if you've seen anything recent from him.
Oh yeah, I got that. I actually bought that documentary from High Spots
Oh, okay. Yeah,
On-
he's looking pretty shitty.
on Dynamite Kid, and yeah, it's sad, man. He's He's a lost soul, man. He looks like he has a lot of demons still. He just his outlook on life is just really negative. He just seems like he doesn't give a shit. And he's actually living in the projects right now in England. He doesn't even have a home, and he's living in the projects.
Man, so many of these old WWF guys got no money left, man. What the fuck? But I guess he's probably been paying a bunch of medical bills, I'm assuming.
I guess, man. I mean, he hasn't had contact with any family or anybody else. He's just completely alone in the projects by himself. That's the story of Dynamite Kid right now. But they say, I don't know, man. I don't want to pass judgment on the guy. Of course, I don't know him from a can of paint, but from all the stories and stuff, man, you never know. Karma, I mean, this guy supposedly he's been torturing people for years, and
Yeah,
comes back onto you.
you're a dick to enough people, it's gonna bite you in the ass eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But,
Gonna happen, man.
yeah, but that was I also watched the Jerry Lawler shoot, which was kind of boring. I mean, there was a lot of insight to the Memphis and all that stuff, but obviously he didn't really want to talk about the whole WWE and all that stuff. So that's what I was looking forward to. I thought he was going to talk about,
When he quit and stuff.
yeah, Attitude Era and all that stuff. But
Well, everyone knows why he quit.
yeah,
They fired his wife for showing her tits.
is that why?
I think that was one of the reasons. She showed him on Armageddon.
Yeah, but wasn't she allowed?
If you
No?
remember, Slaughter almost knocked over Mae Young trying to cover her up with his jacket.
Yeah, yeah, I remember that.
No,
Believe me,
she
I
wasn't
was-
allowed. She wasn't allowed.
Really?
No.
I thought that was all like, I mean, because that's kind of ballsy to just go on there and just show your tits on live pay-per-view. So
She did it twice, I think.
yeah, I just remember the Armageddon one. Wasn't it like a mud wrestling match or something?
Yeah, it was something like that. I have that uncensored.
Yeah.
I do. Those weren't too bad looking titties.
Tell that to Incher, man. He was looking for that.
I told him he said no. I want to find one that I can own, and I'm like, dude, chill the fuck out, man. Calm down. I just said I would let you borrow it, bro. It's cool.
Yes.
Take it easy, Incher. Let it slide. Let it slide.
Miss Kitty's titties.
Miss Kitty Titty.
Miss Kitty's titties.
They weren't that bad.
Yeah, she had some small little
Yeah.
nice ones. Nice little.
Lawler was now she's with she's married to Sin Bodhi, Kazarni.
Yeah, I wasn't watching wrestling for all that shit.
Yeah, well, Kazarni was only out there 2 times. If you blinked, you missed him.
Yeah, I don't know the guy, but yeah, she was whatever.
Yeah, I liked the cat. I really liked her when she was with she was sexy as shit when she was with China.
China.
Coming out with that short that long black hair. God damn.
China. Now she's getting gang banged by like 20 dudes.
That are dressed up as wrestlers.
It's Vince McMahon and shit, man.
Vince and Mean Gene. God.
Man, how would you feel if you're Triple H?
Lucky?
Uh,
Lucky for getting out so early?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Not so lucky for ever being involved, though.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, man. Yuck. I don't know, man.
Yeah, I mean, her.
She had some hot. She did have she was weird. I mean, when she came back and got that jaw surgery, she did have a few moments she was hot.
Yeah, but her clit looks like a little dick, man.
Yeah, once I saw that and that whatever one night in China, I was like, man,
Yeah,
that
not really my thing, man.
that bitch is nasty.
Yeah, not my thing.
Fucking
God bless X-Pac and Triple H for
X-Pac was fucking chewing on that shit.
come on, man. Oh God. Yeah, X-Pac also had his asshole torn apart by the turnbuckle.
Oh, God,
Save
what a
that.
horrible injury.
I know, right? He had to take like stool softeners to be able to poop.
But the worst thing was when he went, well, that wasn't even my first time that it happened.
Oh man.
Yeah,
Really?
that happened to him once in WWE. The same thing.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he said it happened there once too. It just person moved and you hit the wrong way and the turnbuckle goes almost right up your ass.
Jesus Christ.
I know,
Maybe-
dude. Makes me cringe thinking about it.
Yeah, maybe just stop doing that move. You know.
I would have switched it up the first time.
Right, exactly. I would have never let the second time happen. I would just never let that happen, period, because that move just I never liked that move. It looked so gay and I never thought it was a cool move. It looked terrible, man. You're just putting your sack in the guy's face. Like why would you do that? Plus wouldn't that hurt your balls anyway if you know?
I
But
don't know.
it's just- I never
X-Pac
liked
stinky nuts in your face.
Right.
I don't need it.
Yeah, another thing, the whole Rikishi thing, you know, sticking his ass in your face, I hated that, and I always just felt bad for anybody just that had to go through that. I don't know.
Yeah, I did too. That was pretty harsh, but there was times it was funny.
Yeah, but again, that was supposed to be comedic, and that was supposed to be, you know, just disgusting, and that you know, it got the point across. But you know, X-Pac's move is actually supposed to be, you know, hurtful, and it's not. It just looks silly and just out of play. I don't know. I never liked it, but yeah, maybe stop doing it if you tore your asshole apart twice.
I would stop doing it if I tore my asshole. That's just me.
Right,
Call me crazy.
right.
Call me crazy. I don't know. That's just me. If I tore my asshole doing a move, I'm done.
Exactly.
Yeah, you can make my finisher the finger. Just here, go down. Okay. I don't know, man. What else we got? We got a little time left here. What else we got?
I don't know. Let me go ahead and check out some new DVDs, see what else has came out since the last show that we talked about. Old School with Barry Windham. No, thank you.
Yeah, old
Very
school.
Yeah, it's a series that Steve Corino does.
Oh,
Oh, actually, Ricky Morton is doing this one.
that one probably worth it.
I don't know, man. Barry Windham was boring. I watched his timeline with kayfabe commentaries, and he pretty much refused to comment on anything. So his shoots are kind of boring.
Really?
Yeah, I wouldn't really.
Oh well. Let's see. I put a couple things on here. I guess looks like TNA is probably going to announce a new TV deal this week. Is what Dave Meltzer, the Melts, is putting out. That TNA may announce a new TV deal this week. Reportedly, 4 networks interested in picking up TNA, including WGN America and Velocity. Spike is not one of the 4. Like I said, I think Spike's looking to get out of it completely. But come on, TNA, get a good network. Get out there. Get a TV deal in the U.S. Please.
Yeah, I
wish they would have stayed with Spike, because most likely whatever channel they get on, I'm probably not going to have it. So,
Well, you should have WGN.
I don't know what it is.
You probably do. I think it's one of those everyone has things. So
I mean, I have a lot of channels. I have like the fucking, you know, full package for HBO Stars and all that shit. So I should be able to get everything.
yeah, if you got that, you probably have all of it, Velocity and everything. So yeah, and what else we got here? I'm just on the Facebook page right now.
Now, what do you think about this? I know you're not really familiar with, like, you know, the whole indies going on right now and everything, but, you know, PWG, independent company in LA, they had the Young Bucks face the world's cutest tag team, which is Joey Ryan and Candice LeRae. It's a man and a woman. So this match is a guerrilla warfare match, which is basically like a PWG hardcore match. So at the end of this match, basically the main spot was a boot was covered in thumbtacks. The bottom was just full of thumbtacks, glued, and the Young Bucks super kicked the girl, Candice LeRae, and left her bloodied and battered, and people made a huge deal out of this on Twitter and online and YouTube and all this shit. And I don't know, man. I didn't really have too big of a problem with it because clearly she's up for the spot. She wants to do it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I wouldn't say I like it because it is kind of just like unnecessary. Like I don't need to see a girl get super kicked with thumbtacks. I mean, it's kind of stupid. But hey, if that's what she wants to do, that's what she wants to do. If she wants to have holes in her face for $50 a night, hey, that's your choice. But
yeah,
I don't know. What do you think, man?
I agree. I mean, like you said, I obviously I'm not for battering women, but this is, I mean, hey, WWE used to have these, mixed tag matches, and before the whole PG thing, women were wrestling. I mean, China was wrestling men, don't forget. So, yeah, I mean, and like you said, if she agreed to do it, which I'm sure she did,
right,
then why not? I mean, I don't know. It's up to her. Don't women always fight for equal rights and stuff like that?
Exactly. Right?
Well, there you go.
There you go. I actually just sent it to you. If you have a minute, put it on mute and check it out.
Yeah, I do. I got it right here.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I think I sent you to the right clip. Hopefully it's the right clip.
I'll find out in 1 second. I'm going to play it on my phone so it won't go through the computer.
The Hot Tag Podcast.
Yeah. All right, here it is right here. I'll play it on my phone here real quick.
Broadcasting live. Yeah.
All right, let's see here. Oh, 7 minutes.
We'll go to the end. It's just
Is it the end?
Yeah, I think so.
This is just a highlight clip.
Yeah, it's like a highlight clip of every match on the DVD.
All right.
Just got to go to the end. But while you do that,
is that a young Roderick Strong?
I think so. No, this is pretty recent.
Oh, then it's just Roderick Strong.
Yeah, it's just Roderick Strong.
God, he looks like a kid sometimes.
Yeah, no, this is recent.
He looks like a little kid. All right, let me see.
I actually just I posted it on our Facebook page, which is facebook.com/group/THT podcast.
Yeah, but if I play it on there, it's going to come through the computer, and I don't want to get us booted off of anywhere.
No, I'm saying it for everybody else to check it out.
Yeah, for all you people out there in podcast land.
Yeah. So
for all the hot taggers.
The hot taggers. The hot tag universe.
I don't know what else to say. All right, dude, I'm down to 37 seconds. I still haven't seen it.
Well, hopefully it'll come out in the next 35 seconds. Is it a girl and a dude against the Young Bucks?
Not yet. Let me find that.
Well, maybe I sent you the wrong clip. In that case, I botched that.
Hold on.
But
oh, you're going on Botchmania.
Botchamania. I love Botchamania, man. That is some of the greatest stuff I've ever seen.
Let's see. I got Frankie Kazarian, the Brian Kendrick.
Yeah, I might have sent you the wrong thing.
I'm going a little slower. I might have just missed it.
Let me see if
I see some girl slapping the crap out of somebody. Yep, I see it. There you go. Okay.
Yep.
Okay, first of all, he hit her in the side of the head. Wasn't that bad. She got to slam him down on some thumbtacks. She might have drank the night before.
Yeah.
Who knows? I got no... Dude, it's wrestling, and she had no problem with it, obviously. I got no problem with it. I got nothing wrong. But that was the right clip.
Exactly.
I mean, yeah, it looked pretty harsh, but... This ain't ballet.
This is not ballet.
That ain't ballet, goddammit.
Well, let me see. Is there anything else you want to talk about? Before
looks like WWE put out the Best of Sting DVD.
Oh. All right. Wow. Wow. That is a TNA move. Yeah. Do you have a match list?
Hold on 1 second here.
While you find that,
I don't. It was just a. It was no, I don't. It was just the thing showing that it was the fake Sting, and you can sort of tell it's the fake Sting, but I think I posted this on the Facebook page too.
We also have an old school DVD out with Sabu. Steve Corino sitting down, asking Sabu questions. That should be good.
Yeah, that should be good.
Got a new Brian Danielson. That's what it says. I'm not being a fucking mark. That's what it says. I call him Daniel Bryan, you know. Because I hate people like that. You know, I still call like Adrian Neville Pac, you know. Oh, you seen that match with Pac? Like, come on, dude. I get it. You knew him when he was Pac. Okay, that's cool, man. You're a wrestling fan. I get it, dude. That thumbs up, awesome. I get it. You don't need to fucking call this guy, you know, the American Dragon after he's been in the WWE for fucking 10 years. But yeah, that's what it says, though. It says the best of American Dragon, Bryan Danielson. He got some new 5-disc DVD that just came out.
I don't know, man. I still call Triple H Terra Ryzing. I don't know, man. Call me a mark. I still call him it.
There you go, man. Holy shit. This one is actually pretty good, man. You got a match against AJ Styles. Daniel Bryan against AJ Styles.
Nice.
Daniel Bryan against Chris Hero a couple times on here. Daniel Bryan against CM Punk. Daniel Bryan against Samoa Joe against AJ Styles in a 3-way. Daniel Bryan against Cesaro. Daniel Bryan against Chris Hero. Daniel Bryan against Jigsaw from Chikara. A bunch of Japanese wrestlers. Got a couple matches against Jushin Liger. That's awesome.
That sounds like pretty good shit.
Yeah, a couple matches against. Damn, you got Jito and Jita, whatever the fuck their names were. The Japanese guys. They used to be in FMW. I know who they are. I don't know how they're saying their names.
The Japanese guys. I love
it. They used to be
great.
IWA. They used to be in FMW. They actually came to ECW for a little while. They had a feud with the Impact players. Yeah, it's Jito and Jado. That's what it is.
There you go.
Jito and Jado. Yeah, they got a bunch of with Jushin Liger and 5-man tag team matches and all this stuff. Even Scott Norton. What the hell?
What?
Yeah, Scott Norton and Daniel Bryan in a tag team match against Tiger Mask and Manabu Nakanishi.
Really?
Yeah. Even Curry Man makes an appearance on the Daniel Bryan DVD.
Curry Man?
Yeah, Daniel Bryan and Curry Man against Jito and Jado.
Wow.
Daniel Bryan and Ultimo Dragon and Curry Man against Jito and Jado and Takamura.
Damn.
Yeah, there's a bunch of weird matchups here.
Who's that from?
It's unfortunately it's from RF, but if yeah. But I'm sure High Spots has it. So if you want to purchase,
probably
go to High Spots.
Oh man, I forgot to mention John Cena's new shirt.
God damn it, man!
Keep calm and never give up.
Hold on, there's 2 more matches on here that's worth mentioning.
I love the no sell. Keep going, Gene.
Yeah. Daniel Bryan against Teddy Hart. That's pretty good, man.
I bet that's a badass match right there.
Yeah.
I like
Teddy Hart.
Hart.
Is awesome, man.
I know, man. I would just wish he wasn't such a fucking asshole. WWE would take his ass.
He was at the PWS shows this past weekend, and he brought his fucking cat to the show. He was just walking around with his cat. I wasn't there. I've seen all the pictures. Everybody was taking like selfies and stuff with his cat. But yeah. And then Daniel Bryan against Shelton Benjamin on the Indies. So that should be pretty good.
Wow. That's walking around with his cat. That's funny.
Yeah. So that's that. So you want to honestly talk about John Cena's t-shirt?
I said what I had to say.
Yeah, so you're welcome, WWE. We just promoted John Cena's corny ass t-shirt for you.
Yeah, it's not as I've seen worse.
Eric Bischoff shoot interview. That's gonna be nice.
That probably is, yeah.
I don't think he's ever done a shoot.
I don't think so either. Honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, I've heard him do interviews, obviously, but that's about it. Just a few interviews.
Yeah, there was a lot of people that already passed away that I wish, they had the chance to do a shoot.
Yeah, tons. Warrior, Guerrero.
Well, Guerrero, he did one.
He did one that I remember, but I think that was it. And it wasn't great if I remember.
And Warrior, he kind of did his own. I know he put out like an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Where he basically just bashed Hogan for the whole thing.
Yeah, and but I mean, I'd like to see it. When I think shoot, I think professional. You shoot with what's his name, but I don't know, man.
Yeah.
There are a lot though that I wouldn't mind hearing.
Like British Bulldog, that's another guy that I would have loved to hear from.
Yeah.
Rick
Rude, yeah.
Kurt Hennig.
Yeah, I'd like to hear from him. Yeah, I bet he would have had a lot to say.
Yeah, Hawk.
Didn't Hawk and Animal do one together?
I don't know. I know Animal did one. I actually got the one that the Demolition and Animal, they sit down for like a round table. I got that one, but I've never seen the Road Warriors as a group do a shoot. Could be out there though. I don't know.
I don't know why I thought they did, but I think they might have. So
I don't know.
I don't know, man. Well,
anyway.
I got nothing else. What do you got?
I got nothing else also, man. I think we're
I guess we can wrap this son of a bitch up.
Wrap it up, kids.
We will talk TNA Saturday. We'll talk this week's TNA. We're just going to skip last week's TNA. Yeah, I mean, I could fly through the matches real fast if you want me to, but
yeah, let's just wait till the week. I haven't watched it at all.
Yeah, you didn't watch it at all, so it's not worth discussing. But it was just another episode of TNA. I don't think anything exciting. Here, I'll look real quick, see if anything groundbreaking happened real fast.
Yeah, we'll talk about some random wrestling stuff.
Yeah, I'm just real quick taking a peek. There was a lot of good matches on that was it really. A bunch of good matches. Knockouts Battle Royal. Sam Roberts was up front. That's all I saw. Okay, there we go.
Awesome. That's the highlight of the show. Sam Roberts was on it's the front row.
There we go. And ladies and gentlemen, that was TNA.
Yeah, awesome.
And that was TNA.
No, I mean, not to knock them. I mean, I've been enjoying TNA the last couple months.
Oh yeah, it was actually a good show. There was a few good matches. There was definitely a few good matches. Rude and Lashley. How could they not have a good match? They're both. I mean, Rude's damn good, and Lashley's gotten a lot better. I think so.
Yeah. Well.
All right. What do you got for bullshit to talk about?
Nothing. I think I'm going to save it for this weekend because we're not going to have much to talk about this weekend other than TNA.
Yeah, you're right. And next Tuesday, we might start a little bit late. My son has a baseball game, so
that's all good, man. All we have is Raw to talk about, so it's nothing.
Yeah. We'll get into a few more things to that, but I just want to let you know I might be a little late. We'll probably 7:30, 30 minutes late at the latest at the most.
Yeah.
8:30 your time, and everyone else in the universe that has normal, except for this bullshit.
Right.
Hate this fucking Central Time.
Fucking alien.
Can't even fucking spend New Year's Eve like a normal person. I gotta wait. I get 2 New Year's Eves. I can watch the ball drop twice.
You can indeed.
Yeah, fuck it. Drop my own balls, goddammit. All right. I guess that's it. What do we got? We got plugs. We got this. We got that. We've been plugging the Facebook all night. We're not going to do it one more time. We're not going to WWE you on that. Twitter. THT Podcast on Twitter. What else we got? We've got the iTunes THT Wrestling Podcast. You can find it with THT Podcast also. We're out there. Obviously, once again, thank you to everyone that's been listening through all of our sound issues. According to the chat room, they're all worked out, which is awesome. I got me a nice little mic, an audio interface, spent some money to sound as great as I do right now.
There you go, man.
There you go.
Don't forget to subscribe on YouTube as well.
Yep.
THT Wrestling Podcast as well, and go to the website, and that's hottagpodcast.weebly.com.
Yeah, definitely. And I think that's all we got.
That's all that we got, man. We will see you guys Saturday sometime. We'll figure out a time, but yeah, you'll see it pop up in your feed if you subscribe to us on iTunes. Pop up right on your phone. That way, it's easy.
There you go. So we will see you guys Saturday night. Keep an eye on the Facebook for time and Bat Channel and all that good stuff. And that's it. Take it easy, and we will see you guys Saturday.
Later.